live and well without even bouncing to anything.
Exactly. It's all casual, and we're going to really live up to that name.
Just gonna be as casual as possible here.
As much as we can be. You're gonna see things from start to finish.
You're gonna see things that you never dreamed possible.
Too hot for YouTube and for a Twitch schedule and for a fan art roll-in.
Well, except for youtube.com/StreamFourStar, where we post all of our archives.
I mean, yeah, but
that one is not too hot. It's not too hot for that.
I mean, you never know.
In fact, I think if you're watching it there, that is probably one of the few places you'll actually see this part, because most people won't come in until after we've already said this.
It's true.
So
this is the intro beginning bit for sure. But see, here's the thing with Casual Friday. Casual Friday, anything can happen.
It's true, like starting live without a pre-roll.
Exactly, starting live without a pre-roll, 10 minutes after its supposed scheduled time. Anything could happen. And I'm just up here pulling up chat, so I have it back here, while not ruining what's on my laptop screen, should we ever want to pull to that. If you guys are like, hey man, remember this fun cartoon from your childhood that no one talks about anymore?
Yeah, even I'm browsing around on mine, but mine is not connected to the video thing.
You don't have a responsibility.
I don't have any responsibility.
To put a view out.
None of my private information is viewable on there. I can just look at my finances and stuff here and be just fine.
Yeah.
JNNP123, thanks for the 500, dude.
No one's got to know
we live,
what's on your
boys.
screen.
Hell yeah.
We are live, and people are going to be trickling in here as they show up or want to. But for now, we're here to hang out with you, chat, because that's what casual means to me.
Yeah, we're just chilling.
It's us coming in without really any sort of game plan, with no thing to really do or no hubbub to really worry about.
Because we have no game plan.
Exactly. Who needs a game plan? What's casual about planning something?
Who needs an agenda?
That seems like a not casual thing to do to me. But for some reason... And here you can see me in real time trying to figure this out. When I go to our channel on this tablet, it sure does bring up our videos, but nowhere can I see our chat.
Holy shit, while you're trying to figure that out, AJ Prime 77 with 5,400 bits.
Thank you very much.
Saying, hey Team 4-Star, always enjoy watching your streams. Love you guys and the entertainment you give to your fans. That's why I worry about your sanity and well-being when Super Dragon Ball Heroes game comes out in April. Have you seen the latest game trailer, Power Rangers Suit Lawyers Z? Power Rangers Suit Lawyer Z?
I have not seen it, but that does sound fascinating.
You know what? Let's pull that up.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's test that.
Let's look that shit up.
Can you tell me that name again?
It was the Dragon Ball Super... Oh shit, I already lost it on that chat. Dragon Ball Super... like, I think it was the card game.
Let me see. Super Dragon Ball Heroes game.
Super Dragon Ball Heroes.
Power Rangers Suit Lawyers.
Yeah, Super Dragon Ball Heroes trailer.
Let's see what YouTube pulls up.
There's IGN. IGN always a
One
good
day
source
ago.
for this.
All right, let's see. Let's take a look-see.
Oh, great. I get the sound coming from behind me.
Is it coming from behind? Weird. All right, we'll fix that, because that means it's not going into the Elgato.
Yeah, that means it's not going through the Elgato.
But hey, this is the fun part of Casual Friday. We can solve these problems as we find them, and no one cares. Okay, so we got custom cards.
Custom cards.
Okay.
What?
Oh God. Oh, okay, so you can.
Yeah! Oh my God! What?
Oh, this is bad. But Kieran, you gotta see this.
Kieran! Turn this shit back.
He
he's
knows.
seen it. He's seen it.
Okay, he's saying he forgot to show it to me, but he knows.
Which is a betrayal.
Yeah, how dare you? Oh my God.
So you can foil it yourself? What?
Oh, this is fascinating.
Well, which one of you is going to be working tech tonight, by the way? Because somebody's going to be swapping some stuff around.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's a story mode where, oh good, you got that, like, press A to win.
Nah, man. You card it up.
There's still a minute and like half of this left. Oh my God. Is this coming like consoles or what is this? This is a phone game? Oh my God!
What the fuck? Multiform TN here with me and all my buddies.
What the?
Well, this was coming to. Is this coming to Switch? Is that, I think?
Yeah, that sounds about right. But why wasn't it mentioned in
You
Nintendo?
can beat
What?
Master Shen.
You beat Fat Gotenks.
Beat up Jiren. Good shot. I'm glad they're having all their goofball characters beat up Jiren for this.
He deserves it.
I don't know how much the chat's here, and that it's picking up on my mic, I'm sure, but it's got some sick butt rock going on right now. What is Nappa doing there?
Oh, you got Android 21. Okay. Any game is made better with Android 21, in my opinion.
Which is pretty cool. All right.
Okay.
Coming to Switch and Steam.
Just Switch and Steam.
Get ready to get those mod packs for all those cards. That's some cool shit. Like I have next to zero interest in like playing those games.
Very little interest. Although
But-
that might be something that we like rock out just for a little bit, just for all the screwy shit that it looks
Yeah.
like it lets you do.
What I wanna do is just amass a big collection on there and just see all the kinds of crazy stuff I can make. But yeah, good pull, good call. I like
Making
that shit.
custom cards. I wonder what the limitations on that would be.
I mean, it looked like you could kind of make the art whatever you wanted. He was setting its cost and like the attacks it was doing. So I'm sure there's got to be
Limitations.
there's got to be different stuff you could do. Here we go. I'm pulling up chat for myself now, so I'll be able to look at things and more easily get us going on this pleasure cruise that is a casual Friday.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, will you be able to upload your own art to make your own cards?
Man, could we make a dumpling and pudding card?
Could you make a dumpling and pudding? Could you do the? Okay, it's just characters. Getting confirmation from off-screen sources that are 100% reliable.
We've been told by our sources above that it is in fact you just do characters.
Okay, so it's just the figure battle in Xenoverse 2, but with more cutscenes, I guess.
So with prettier card art and stuff that we can do with that. But yeah, cool stuff. Do you have any video games you're planning on jumping into this weekend, Nick?
This weekend?
Yeah.
Not.
Anything big on your horizons? Any?
The only thing that came
Anything
out
you've been
that I
into?
was like within this week that I was remotely interested was Anthem, but I'm not really interested in Anthem because every game like it, I just have not enjoyed.
Okay.
You know, like I played some Destiny, I played some Warframe, which admittedly I think is like the best of those.
Yeah.
I played, what was it? The Division, which was an absolute broken mess on launch.
I feel like I know some friends who loved The Division, but
I hear it got better, but it
Yeah.
was an absolute mess in the beginning.
yeah, it seemed like an interesting idea, but I wasn't sure exactly how to parse it with how it turned out.
Of those game types, I'm just like I'm not really psyched. You know, like I just don't like those MMO light type games.
The MMO thing.
But I have been playing some Metro Exodus, and I've been having a lot of fun with that.
How is that? I've never played it. Spin me a yarn. What are the Metro games like? I've never played any of them.
So think Fallout, but more serious and in Russia. So just
Okay.
Fallout in Russia. And
So is there like is there like dialogue stuff in that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a 100% shooty game.
It's
It
based on
is a
series of
shooter.
Books, I believe.
Yeah, and it's based off a series of books.
Okay.
It's basically the nuclear apocalypse happened, nuclear war were declared, and the survivors in Russia all took shelter in the metro system, in their subway system.
Okay.
And you're basically just trying to survive, and like the series of games up until now has been just trying to rebuild society underground, making sure that, you know, the mutated creatures from outside aren't taking down your colony.
Aren't getting in and breaking shit.
And that related colonies aren't, you know, attacking you and destroying all your people. It's mostly been that sort of thing. It's pretty cookie cutter as far as that type of story goes, but where it comes in is the gameplay. The first one I played was Metro Last Light, which was the one before this.
I remember that title. That
Yes.
can't have been too long ago.
And it was a lot of fun. Like you're going around, and there's a lot of survival horror aspects to it as well, because what you're doing is you're sneaking around and you're just trying to get resources, which are incredibly limited, especially when it comes to ammo. And then you have to deal with these mutated creatures. And
Alright.
you're always constantly, whenever you get into like an irradiated area, you have to replace the filters on your gas mask or else you'll
That's right.
suffocate.
This is the game that has like really harsh, like there are not a lot of bullets. You gotta care about your ammo. and
There's
shit.
the mode you're talking about there is called Ranger mode, and it doesn't
Okay.
even have a HUD.
Okay.
Where you have to press a button to pull out your clip and say, "Oh, I have 5 bullets left And if you reload prematurely, at least in the previous games, you would lose all the bullets in that clip. So
Cool.
you don't want to reload prematurely. But you kind of risk reward. It's like, okay, I could go into this room. I have 3 bullets in this gun, and I might run into, something that I can take out those 3 bullets. Or it might be swarmed, and then I'll be overrun while I'm trying to reload.
Okay. Cool.
It's a really cool system, but Metro Exodus is the first game that, like, you're really outside of the subway tunnels. It's in this kind of, you found the part of Russia that is not radiated entirely.
Found the one safe, the green pastures. You found them.
And you're trying to find your way to, like, another society because, shit hits the fan, as things often do.
Of course.
And you're traveling the rails to try to get to a new home and, rebuild from there. Hi, Stefan.
Yo.
Just gonna tag in.
Do it. But the new one's pretty
Have
good.
you played any of the Metro games?
I haven't. I want to.
Exodus is a really good one. I'd still recommend playing Last Light first. Exodus is much more of it's a more open world game where Last Light is more on rails, pun intended, I suppose.
Yes, it like from what I get from Metro is, from what I've seen, is that it's more like an Obsidian Fallout game than
Yes.
In that it's actually well written.
Yeah, and
Has a true plot.
I'm not sure if there's like a moral choice system. I'm not far enough into the game. There has definitely been implications that since I have, made attacks on certain communities where I maybe could have been more peaceful, that there might be something further ahead for me that's going to be, bloodier than it normally would have been. Like maybe I could have had like a peaceful route if I didn't kill everybody in an area.
Yeah.
But that's not how I play.
I'm going to see if I can pull up the Metro Exodus trailer, and I'm going to use this as an excuse to see if you guys can hear my laptop correctly.
JNNP123, while he's doing that with 1,000 bits, thank you so much, dude. Saying, not sure what happened, but just after you guys started, it switched back to hosting instead of streaming. Just thought you should know for future reference.
Huh.
We're not sure about that
know.
either. Are we still hosting? Or are we live? I feel like we're live.
I don't know, but yeah, the sound is not going into the Elgato. I don't know what's going on there.
Interesting. Well, either way, I can switch it back to
Sounds
my
like it's,
speakers, and you'll at least hear it through something. And I will actually, you know what? I'm going to
just
unplug the
mess with-
HDMI and plug it back in, and we're going to see if this works.
Yeah, that might.
Yeah, mess
'Cause
with
it
your
looks
sound
plugged in.
setting some.
Because that did it for us last week when
Yeah.
this became
It's definitely plugged in,
apparent.
or else we wouldn't see it, right?
See, when I put it through here, it was just
Yeah,
playing
that's your
back
speakers.
here, right?
It's just labeled game, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be on.
There's no sound coming through it.
Cool.
That's,
Well, hey,
it's wonderful.
we'll play with that for now, but for now, take a look
Yeah,
at
it's
that.
coming through your speakers there. Yeah, I can hear it in your speakers.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
You just can't get the HDMI to be the
get
out
that
source.
sound setting. There we go.
They're,
Yeah, because our only thing is this and
Realtek and speakers. Yeah, Realtek would not be it.
Well,
it
here, you
should
know
be- it
what?
should
Go
be
ahead and
asking,
take
like,
me off there
HDMI
while
out.
I mess with this. You guys keep talking about Metro while I mess with this.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, go ahead and take the screen off there for now. There it goes.
It'll
Goodbye.
mostly be Nick talking about Metro.
Well,
but-
you ask him leading questions.
Yeah, go
Stefan.
ahead. I basically know everything
Well,
about
yeah,
the two
yeah,
games.
ask
the
him
game and a
anything
half
about
I've
the
played.
Metro lore.
I have a question.
Yes, Tyler.
What kind of metro system is it?
It is a really crappy one, kind of bombed out. Like a lot of shit's gone down in there. I would avoid it if I were rating things on TripAdvisor. I mean, I've never been to Russia, so I don't know how it compares to how it is now.
So, would you, comparatively to like Dart, what would better or worse than Dallas's Dart, which is our metro system?
Certainly worse, although I don't think Dart has an underground.
Yeah, we do.
We do?
A very well, not throughout the entire place, but it goes underground for like one little bit.
Yeah, I do not count a tunnel. Don't fuck with me, Tyler. Do not fuck with me.
Oh, I'm trying to upload all my photos.
It's okay. He's uploading all of his photos.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
I
have
think
to
I might have
took your
solved the
photo.
problem. Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
if he plays
Oh,
video,
yeah,
he
it does
probably-
say HDC. Let's
Yeah,
try this out.
I'm seeing that audio thing pop up there. Is this coming through the TV?
Let's
Seems
see.
like a quiet trailer.
No.
1 second. Game. I'm seeing
Now it
audio
is.
waves.
Cool. Now you can hear me. It's all right. Let's see how the company would tell us to play Metro
it
if they wanted to tell
sound?
us to do it.
Everybody.
Yeah, it's a very dark world, very depressing.
It seems sad.
Very green.
A lot of NPCs, like if you take out a lot of their friends, will just give up.
Okay.
Like they surrender at a certain point.
And is that like a moral choice kind of thing you can do where you're like, let one live because he's going to give up anyway? Or
Yeah,
does it
if they
matter?
surrender, you can like either just walk past them, take their stuff, or just let them go.
Okay.
Me, I typically knock them out just so they don't follow me.
Yeah, I've seen it described as like an underappreciated series.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard, like, whenever I hear people talk about it, they always talk good things, but I've just never played it.
Kid
Oh,
opened
that's
up a
why it was a
Matryoshka
quiet
doll,
train.
and then it just like got crazy.
Welcome to the swamp.
That was all underground?
Oh, it's a dream. Is it a dream?
It seems like a dream.
'Cause I
By
don't
the way, Artyom, your main character, is a mute, so he never like he
Oh,
canonically.
so there
does
are no
not talk.
dialogue options for him.
Yeah.
What about Matryoshka?
Ah,
Like a theme or something. We can do with mothers.
now this feels like a PlayStation commercial, like where they're like,
Yeah.
it's best place for gamers.
they
like,
did the Wilhelm scream.
Yep. And that's Anna, your wife, by the way. She's also a badass. Oh, hey. Please stop. Stop doing that.
well,
I'd never actually seen this trailer.
are these all locales you visit over the course of Metro
I have not
X?
been to a desert. I have been to a swamp so far.
Okay.
I'm still very early on.
Gotcha.
Like I've streamed it twice, and they're your ghouls. The best weapon in the game, arguably, the throwing knife.
I always love throwing knives in games. It's just a simple little thing to have and ready to go.
And yeah, there is a lot of running away from things, just because
Okay.
they typically outnumber you, and you will rarely ever have enough bullets for everything.
Don't do it, kid. Don't fucking do
No,
it.
you're fine.
Don't you dare!
Okay, listen to you, little bitch.
Ow.
God damn it. Oh, it's Inception. I get it.
Dreams and dreams and dreams and dreams.
Dun 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 dun. Is that like when I was a kid?
I
What?
think.
That's a big bear.
Yeah, the irradiated monsters in this world are nuts.
In Russia, they are mini bear of mini size.
You have to fight all the bears, and sometimes they are bigger than your house. Fight the house bear.
Look, it's our local collapsible doll.
This is where I keep mother's ashes.
And I keep more inside little.
Inside of mother's ashes, I keep sister's ashes. Inside of her ashes, I keep, well,
Welcome to Metro.
her daughters.
Neat.
Yeah, it is a very cool survival game.
That does seem neat. Like I've never messed with it at all, but that seems like the gritty, scary Fallout world I could get behind. Thanks, Microsoft.
I will say, with zero gameplay, I always remain
yeah,
skeptical.
I guess that was just all cinematic.
But I
so.
have heard good things about the actual gameplay. So
Well, here, I just, hold on.
What you got?
I can send you something since you got
Oh yeah, I've got
Discord.
Discord right there. Yeah, if you've got fun links
Yeah,
to
I
do.
can just show you just a piece of my gameplay that I had a lot of fun with.
Sure,
Let me
do it.
find it.
Let's pull it up and take a
See.
peek when we can.
There we go. Just got to get
And
this.
for those of you curious about the plan for Casual Friday, you're kind of looking at it. I want you guys to pitch us stuff to talk about. This is sort of an impromptu, well, not impromptu. We knew it was coming, but kind of an informal, chilling out sort of podcast vibe, and we just kind of look at shit as you tell us it's interesting, or we come up with things and go on tangents, and we think it's interesting.
it's
There
actually
you are.
Casual Friday.
Yeah, I want Casual Friday to fucking mean something.
There's a link for you.
Cool. Let me pull it up.
Yes, pull it on up.
Go ahead and throw it up there. Ooh.
This is just a fun little thing.
Oh, hold up.
It's probably gonna be a little quiet.
Can't see it yet on the screen, so I'll wait for it to. There we go.
And then up the volume.
Oh yeah,
Oh no, just for Grant.
for me. Sorry.
My favorite type, but I will say I like very. They asked what my favorite cheese are.
Salty cheeses, like I don't know, like a hint of nuttiness.
Isn't that just us? A hint of nuttiness. Whoa, God.
Fuck you! What the fuck are you? Fuck all all of you. I don't even give a fuck who you are. You can piss off. Fuck. You piss right off. I don't give a fuck. Gonna stab you in the goddamn balls. If you had any. Fuck you.
All right. That is a scary, terrifying thing.
Yeah, Parmesan's my favorite cheese. So yeah, that's just like a little taste of what the game will sometimes throw
some of
at
the
ya.
adventures you can have in your own Metro Exodus.
The zombies seemed a little bit iridescent, like
They're
little bit of a
radiated,
glow.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're spooky
greener than
stuff.
everything else.
They've become part of the green, part of the radioactive world they surround.
Not like nice green, like Mountain Dew green.
No, it's a scary green. It's an ugly green, a yucky green.
Butlet2803 is asking, are we going to play Anthem? Does anybody here have any interest in that game?
No.
I am not a shooter person to begin with, and I have not been hearing great things about Anthem. I feel like okay, so I'm gonna give you my uneducated pose on what I think Anthem was. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that, but whatever. I feel like Anthem is it a BioWare game? Is it coming from BioWare?
Yes.
Okay.
Technically a BioWare
So
game.
I feel like this is them going, try and forget about Mass Effect Andromeda real quick and look at this other space game where you can talk to your party. But it seems like it was done with significantly less love and care than the people who really loved Mass Effect were wanting.
Yeah, this like here's the thing.
Is the vibe I get.
Andromeda was done by like the Mass Effect the BioWare B team essentially. Like no disrespect to anybody that actually worked on the game out there. I have zero clue about game development. I am sure it is difficult as fuck. The game obviously did not come out the way anybody wanted it.
Yeah, I believe like they had to work in the Frostbite engine, and
Yes.
like it caused some major issues.
Yeah, they were required by EA to make things that they didn't necessarily want to, and it turned out with a bad product for it. Meanwhile, Anthem was supposed to be them being like, look, this is what we can do. This is our, A team. We're putting this together.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. It just from the beginning, you started hearing things like, well, this creative director's leaving, this person's leaving, this person's leaving. I had bad feelings right away. When they showed trailers and it's basically Iron Man Simulator, I'm like, oh, that looks so cool. But then I slowly but surely realized it was just another Destiny game.
And the trailer was like the exact feeling of the Division.
Yeah.
Trailers were like people faking talking and like.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
Well,
the real
that's E3.
Yeah,
I know.
That,
it's always
that happens
bullshit.
everywhere.
I was like, okay, I don't believe you. You're lying to me.
I
and
do wish
hate you.
companies would get better about that and knowing when that stuff is, coming off as cheesy
It's
or
goofy,
actually
like,
good.
It's dumb. And like Goofy can be fun, but like they're trying to like I don't know. Does anyone go to like a role play server in one of those games? Just like we're gonna be super serious.
We're gonna roleplay as E3 demoers.
The thing is, though, that shit does exist somewhere. It's just usually I feel like they are portraying it as like, yo, we're a group of buddies playing this thing together.
Hey,
And
found some rockets over here. Oh, thanks. Coming in.
I just really like the, yo, hey, you like that Call of Duty? I want that line in there somewhere. Just someone talking about other games in voice
kids,
chat.
You like Call of Duty?
Hey, anyone else in there into Fortnite? You guys want to meet up, do a Fortnite clan? Like in the middle of this.
You guys want to switch over to Black Ops for a bit?
And then, like-
maybe in a few.
And then like just some kid yelling about your mom or something.
Yeah.
Just the genuine online experience.
Oh, I got dinner in like 5 minutes.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm 5 years old, and my
I think
mom
I can
said
do
you
one more
can't
game.
cuss.
Sorry, my kid brother grabbed the mic. Go away, little turd.
Mom, I'm busy. Just that kind of stuff in the background. The real
Real life.
live chat experience.
I don't know. I just.
Should I play Mass Effect? Speaking of BioWare, I've never played a single Mass Effect.
See,
game.
that's hard to say because I feel like the first game has not aged well.
No, it has not. The second one's still pretty good.
The second one is
the
still
second one
the
a good
second
enough
one is
spot
my
to jump
favorite.
in
I
on? 'Cause
actually-
I always hear good things about the second one.
And I actually never played the third one. I really liked the second one. I played it multiple times, and I just didn't try with the third one.
I stand by the fact that I think the third one is a good game up until the third act.
And I believe people when they say that. And I also think that when people were demanding a different ending, I was like, yeah, I mean, you could be disappointed in the ending, but that's real entitled.
Here's the problem. Like, I get why, because I felt it. Because this entire time, you're going on this journey, you're building up these resources, making these relationships, with the entire premise being all of these things that you do throughout all three of these games are going to affect how it ends. where
And-
your
yeah.
journey goes. And
Yeah, it
then for it all to come down to, oh, these things were all too strong anyway, fuck you. This is what your resources meant. They're just a number on a progression bar
Yeah, and
as to what ending you get.
And I
Fuck
think,
off.
Yeah, and I think that's a valid story to tell, and that's a valid story to tell in a video game. But when your marketing is telling you something different,
Your choices
it can
matter.
It can fuck the storytelling over. And again, I think people had every right to be disappointed. 100%.
Yeah.
It's just when they were like, "You better change the ending." It's like, oh,
No,
I mean,
I wasn't
that's
one of I
entitled.
wasn't one of those people. I wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh man, guys should come back in and change it. And admittedly, they did come back in and patch the ending so that it was,
slightly
I guess,
more,
a little bit better, so that you're not just getting green ending, blue ending, red ending.
Yeah, so
which is literally what it was.
Yeah, and like and give you a little bit more information. Like, oh, okay, what happens to Seth Green?
Here, don't worry about this. This is just something fun visual for us to have while we're talking about Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I loved the Mass Effect series. Grant, you like RPGs.
I do like RPGs a lot, and I also find like fucking here's everything you want to know about this weird ass space like group or alien thing or like this sci-fi universe, and it feels like there is just a shit ton of reading you could do in Mass Effect with all the universe building it does, and I find that stuff fascinating.
I would say that if you were actually interested in the Mass Effect series and like legitimately wanted to see what it was about, 2 is a very good jumping on point, because if you get like a version of 2 on a console or something that say didn't have Mass Effect 1 or like a special edition of whatever the fuck, you do get a recap movie on what happened in 1, and you don't have to deal with all of its not so great mechanics.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
and yeah, two is a good enough game on its own where if you played that, you probably wouldn't be disappointed.
With the dudes dancing?
And I'm really like my next sci-fi FPS RPG game that I'm excited for is that Obsidian game. I forget what it's called.
Next one I'm excited for is Cyberpunk 2077. I can't not be excited for
Okay,
that.
so that's from the Witcher people, right?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Oh my god, have you not played any of the Witcher games?
I haven't played any of the Witcher either.
Play The Witcher 3 at the very
And
least.
I would
Witcher
say
3.
only play The Witcher 3. Don't bother with the first.
I really liked Witcher 2.
Now, here's what scared me
I'm
away
a
from
defender on that one.
Here's what scared me away from both Witcher 2 and 3 when they came out.
Is it the sex scenes?
Not that, though. That does intimidate my virgin eyes. But
Okay.
The other thing, though, is I feel like I've been told that they are graphical powerhouses, and trying to play them on consoles is like laughable. And why would you do such a thing?
Your
Play this on a-
laptop would be fine.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then fine. Because
Like
And
you
also
have
it's
the
fine on
same.
consoles.
Actually,
Yeah.
do we have the same laptop?
I think we have pretty much the same laptop. I think mine's just a little fatter. But-
Yeah,
but
which means yours probably has a bunch more shit in it.
it very well might.
Mine runs Witcher 3 on ultra at 30 to 40 frames a second. I'm pretty sure if I ran it on high, it would be at 60.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got graphics cards that 4 years ago were old, and I can still run Witcher 3 just fine on my
Yeah.
PC. So, you're
Plus,
probably fine.
if you go to like Nexus mods and you download a bunch of things that just make the textures, what is it?
Make them pop.
Not even making them pop. It just makes everything run more efficiently. Like modders have
Loads
done
them
a
in
bunch
better.
of patches that just make things a bit more condensed and efficient.
Yeah, you download
You
the
can
Nexus
make it
app and,
a lot easier. And one mod I would definitely recommend is fast travel anywhere.
yes.
Because
I only play the game that way now.
the big thing in The Witcher 3, which my wife never had a problem with because she likes getting achievements, and if you mod things, you don't get
it's
achievements.
Cool at first, I think.
You can only fast travel from from street signs.
Yeah.
Which is a little odd.
I think it's great at first. It gives you a good incentive to travel and
Yeah.
like
And
after you're used to it for a while, you're like, okay, I know what I want to do. I just want to go from point A to point B.
There was. It reminds me of Dragon's Dogma. You couldn't fast travel in that, like originally in the game, except for like with these very expensive. Like it was something you were going to get like a one use out of to fast travel. So you had to pick and choose when you were fast traveling. And at first I was like, this is so dumb. Why would you do this? And unfortunately for that game, it was still a bad choice because their world was pretty empty. But to their credit, I know that world now. And that's a really cool feeling to be like, I know where everything is. You can drop me anywhere in that world. Now I'll immediately be able to go, capital's that way, this tower's that way, this desert's that way. Like, because I had to learn it from moving around in it.
And
I think
as
that's-
somebody who I
think
know,
that's cool.
I know you don't have an incredibly great sense of direction, right? Like
Yeah,
admittedly.
exactly. And I have a bad sense of direction. But the fact that that game ended with me knowing where shit was, stuff like that, and like in Dark Souls and stuff, where it's like you are making me learn this map, is things I find really, really cool in a
Well,
game.
and,
Yeah,
and
I
luckily,
think-
like signposts work in Witcher 3.
Yes.
Like you can
You can look at them and be like, okay,
And
this
they
is
aren't-
pointing
and they
and
aren't
telling me
admit-
where things are.
You
Yeah,
can, and
admittedly,
some
they
people-
are not horrifically far apart either.
And honestly, like you can, and some people even recommend to just turn off the minimap and just go.
just
And you
explore.
can do that. It's,
Yes.
it's fun to do that. And
I heard some people say to do that with Red Dead, and I'm sure that's a good idea, but man, I can't imagine. Also there,
there's
Do we want to
there's
close
a
that door, maybe?
Mariana's here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
but just
I
so
heard-
you can
Just
just
like
The
loud
sound.
noises from the hallway.
yeah.
But yeah, and the good thing about Witcher 3 is that it's based.
Come in here and say hi.
It's based on games and like it's based on not games. It's based on books.
Yes.
But The Witcher 3 gives you like, all the context you need. I played it like blind, like and then I got into the books.
Okay.
I never read the books. I probably never will. I just really enjoyed the game. I think The Witcher 3 is probably the best game of the last decade.
Yeah, I
think
feel like I heard
it
a
is
lot of people
incredibly good.
singing tons of praises about Witcher 3, and it seems like it's something that would be up my alley. I just never gave it the time.
And now you can get the best version of it for relatively cheap.
That's cool.
So, because they released those DLCs that are pretty good.
Yeah, and I will say, even if you say like, you know, you don't want to play it on console because whatever, console version is fine.
Oh yeah, there's no. I literally bought the game 3 times.
I only have it on PC. I have it on Steam, and yeah, it took me a while to beat it. Like just because I do a thing where like I get into a game for a while and then wonderful.
We'll just have this. Go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just,
Yeah.
just a peek into some fun mods you can do in Witcher 3.
Yes, there are a lot of amazing mods out there. I that's one of the reasons I'm primarily trying to game on PC. It's
Yeah.
just because mods make things so
I've definitely started
stupid.
doing more stuff on PC now that I have one that can actually run stuff.
For me, I actually can create problems for me where I become very mod crazy and I don't actually get around to playing the game. I just
I've done
fill
that.
it
Just
with
keep
mods.
modding. No, I feel you. I have an Oculus, and when they released Skyrim VR, I found workarounds to make my mods that I have for vanilla Skyrim work in VR.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So I
like the
started
sound of that.
modding Skyrim VR. I'm like, there we go. Now I have too much power.
You played Resident Evil 7 and you've messed with the PlayStation VR. Have you done PlayStation VR Resident Evil 7?
I have not because who somebody took the
I think Kieran has it now.
Okay,
but I feel
Kieran
like we
has
had it
our
for a while.
PSVR.
Okay.
Yeah, so I
Just never
yeah, I
messed
have
with it.
not had a chance to mess with Resident Evil 7 VR on PS4.
Because I'm going to go ahead and throw this out here candidly. I haven't talked to any of you about this, but an idea I had the other day. So I'm a fucking baby when it comes to horror games. Like, I get scared very
You and
easily.
Taka both. Taka is terrible.
As
when it
far
comes
as
to
I
horror
can
games.
tell, Resident Evil 7 is controlled...
Spawn bees. I was wondering what was happening here. I love it.
As far as I can tell, Resident Evil 7 is controlled, even in VR, entirely via controller. Would it be possible for me to wear the headset? Someone else is playing Resident Evil 7, and I am just subjected to what they are looking at.
They're just torturing you.
Yes.
Yes, I think it's possible. We just need to make sure that the video output is seamless.
Okay. Because I feel like that would be really fun. And as much as I love being scared, I love letting people see how scared I get even more. However, I hate being scared, but I love being a clown. So
Yeah.
I feel like...
It's a nice balance.
Yeah, so I feel like my hatred of being scared, because I will never play horror games by myself, because I'm just like, nope, I don't find the tension they give me fun. I don't enjoy it.
I'm the same way.
But I do love that tension with people.
Mm-hmm.
I find that way more fun if I have someone to bounce off of and be scared with or at.
Okay.
I'm a little sad because I'm actually the opposite in that regard. Like, I don't get scared of games because I have this disassociation when I'm playing, like this extreme disassociation.
Mm-hmm.
The most I will ever feel is anxious at having to do a part over. That
Okay.
is the most I will
All
feel. It's
right.
like, oh, come on, I got to do this quick or else that guy's going to kill me. God damn it! That is as far as I get, which is why I have decided that I can only do a Krillin Plays once a year because I need to act scared.
You're playing up the scared angle.
And even by the end of Outlast 2, which is a game where you have no defenses whatsoever and will only, like, I have nothing to fight back with, even by the end of that, I was having a hard time acting scared as Krillin because it's like, oh my god, it's them again. Let's get fucking around. God damn it.
Yeah, like for me, it's not so much that I'm like, I'm going to play this scary game and then I'm not going to be able to sleep because it was so scary. Like, it's not so much that kind of fear, but it's like, I hate jump scares. I hate when things are going to jump out at me and like scream at me.
It's legitimately just triggers stress.
Yeah, it's just like, this is just I hate this feeling of, I know I'm walking into this room and I know something in this room wants to jump at me and scare me.
Yeah.
And I hate that feeling.
Yeah,
but I love putting my pain on display.
Yeah. I like suspense. I like creepy. I hate just stuff like, oh man, the idea is just to fucking make you shit your pants.
Do you have a favorite horror game in that regard?
Do I have a favorite horror game for that?
Yeah, just something that makes you feel tense. Like you're not gonna get jump scared at. You're just
okay.
Oh man.
So I know a game that I've never put a game down faster than Outlast. I think. When I started that. It was on the PS4 and it was like a free PS Plus game. So I was like,
yep.
You know what? I want more stuff on my PS4. This new console I got, I need to put more games on this. I don't play horror games, but hey, let's try this one. And I played it for like a good half hour, 40 minutes. I can't remember what happened, but there was some bunch of noise and I was just like, man, I'm not having fun. This is just a bad time.
This is just stressful.
I'm going to stop. And then I was like, I know, I'll play it with like my siblings. They love horror stuff. Let's just make this a fun family thing. But they were like, nah, we don't have time. So I just never played it.
For some reason, my little sister, she gets super scared of things, but she kind of likes it, and so it was
that
fun.
adrenaline thing.
Yeah, it was fun to put her in front of Five Nights at Freddy's when it was first coming out.
Okay.
And just let her go. And seeing other people get scared is really fun because there's that Schadenfreude there.
I mean, it's people like, I mean, what do you think launched the careers of people like PewDiePie and Markiplier? It was honestly one of my favorite survival horror games, Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Right. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Which I really enjoyed. It was also, I think, my first actual Let's Play that I did a long time ago. And it was just one of those games where I just loved mocking the situation that I was in and feeling the pressure when you know you're being hunted.
Yeah.
Beyond that, Alien Isolation, also really good because it gives you the way to fight back a little later on.
That one's also in VR, isn't it?
It might be?
I think there's a VR mod for that. The chat can let us know.
Which one?
Alien Isolation.
Alien Isolation.
Let's find out. Why ask the chat when I have all of the world's information right in front of me?
Alien Isolation VR?
VR beta.
Okay, in beta.
Oh, wait, this is impressions. This will be someone talking about it. I just
That
want to see
was 3
someone
months ago,
playing with
okay.
it. Actually,
Okay, maybe people modded it to put it in VR.
Assuming this is
Yeah.
their VR experience.
It's so cool because you're just walking around with the motion detectors like, oh, fuck, where is the fucking thing? And when you have the motion detector up, the screen, like, behind it blurs because you're only focusing on the motion detector. So
it like blurs
yeah.
the rest of your stuff. So
it blurs the rest of the screen.
Oh,
In VR, it can't do that.
Yeah, it can't do that in VR, but in the regular game, when you hold
okay.
up that, everything in the background will have a slight blur to it.
So you
So
might see
if you're
things
just kind of walking
moving.
around, it's like, I don't see any movement, and then all of a sudden, like, a shadow just starts shifting. It's like, fuck!
Well, that seems spooky, and I do remember being freaked out about Alien Isolation. I think
It
some
might
of that.
be the best, like, pure survival horror game in a long while, until Resident Evil 7 came out.
The only survival game or survival horror kind of games that I really, really gelled with was Silent Hill, just because I loved the story stuff to them. Like I found those. Like,
I could never
the
get into
narratives
it.
fascinating more so than the horror is kind of like creepy and like kind of this weird, just kind of unsettling horror more than anything, which I think is fine, and it does have the jump scares and stuff that bug me. But I found its universe so interesting that I liked messing with at least 2 and 3 quite a bit.
Of those two, do you have a favorite? Because like I
2
never,
for sure.
Yeah, I never got into Silent Hill.
Silent Hill
I just
2 would be
couldn't.
my recommendation for anyone who wants to check it out.
Yeah, I know-
I've been told that the HD remixes or whatever remasters were terrible, so maybe avoid those.
Apparently, it did away with a lot of the fog.
Oh, yeah,
Which
that would be bad because that's a big part of the mood setting there.
Yeah, because the fog, what it was there, it was a system limiter, so they didn't have to load in as many things at a time. But with the HD remake, we can show a lot more stuff. Here you go.
Can I spoil something fun for real quick for Silent Hill just because I feel like the rest of the internet knows it and it's fine.
Is it the dog?
Yes.
Yes.
Which they made a figure of this year.
Because yeah, if
Little control
you have no
station.
interest in playing a spooky game, here's a fun secret ending you can get from it, and this is how you know that they know what they're doing. Also, this looks great because it's PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Turns out a dog was controlling the scary city the whole fucking time.
And this is an actual ending.
Yeah, this
Yes.
is a real ending to this fucking horror game.
Is it one where like you have to go for it, or like you can stumble on it?
I think you kind of have to do this on purpose. I can't
Yeah,
remember what the rules
that's one of
are.
those Easter eggs. Like, oh, here's the song.
Yeah,
now.
but the music to it is great.
It's got a very Halloween 3 vibe.
I think it would be way more amazing. I imagine might have inspired that one song in Undertale.
Maybe.
Probably. Like, can you just imagine the pitch meeting someone had with this, where they're like, okay, so we got our.
Do you think this was just Kojima walking into a room? A dog should have done it.
What if it was all a dog, and someone just went, all right, we'll run with that, and they made this ending.
But yeah, I think it would be way better if like someone legitimately could stumble on this ending and be like,
Just
no, what the fuck?
accidentally.
And then they go home, they go to school the next day and they're like, what the fuck was up with that ending? It's really sucked. What was with the
Like-
dog?
if you just
Everyone
make the
else is
wrong
like, what are
turn-
you talking about?
Like if you just make the wrong turn down the hallway at the end of the game or something,
Yeah.
and you just stumble on the dog.
Well, it's just like I feel like there could be like you could drop hints or something. Like maybe you just find a doghouse somewhere, and in it is like a map, and then you follow that map and you find this.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
you have to look in that doghouse, and it's just out of the way or something.
Yeah. And I'd love for like a kid to go to school and think he saw the ending and it was this.
And everyone's like, no, man, it's a real sad thing about death and stuff. That's what the ending was. And you're like, no, it's a fucking dog. Come
the dog
on,
did it.
Look at it. It was all a dog and a control thing the whole time. He was a bad boy.
I guess going back to Cyberpunk 2077, is that what it is?
Yes.
I am interested in it, but I will say the preview actually did not impress me.
Really?
It
The
didn't-
big
it
hour-long
was-
thing
it
they
was
threw out there?
technically impressive. The writing was kind of garbage to me.
I'll
From
have
what I
this
saw.
muted while you talk about it. But
But
we can-
I mean, we'll get some examples. Like, just a lot of the dialogue felt real shitty to me. When you're walking around a place, and the way people talk.
I don't know. I disagree. It's got that open world feel to it, and maybe it's just a flavor that you're not looking for.
I know.
but
I love cyberpunk stuff. I think, good dialogue can still come with that night, and I felt like
you can skip ahead a little bit.
yeah, I felt
Sure.
like a lot of it was weak. I want it to be better, and I want them to prove me wrong on that. And it is just a preview. I'm more than willing to give it a chance.
This is a fully single
I
player
don't know.
game, right?
I feel like this is definitely on par with The Witcher's
And again,
writing.
gameplay wise, I totally like it.
No,
Like,
this
the
looks-
gameplay looks fucking awesome.
I cannot wait for this. Like, I need it. This is a game that
Is this
I'm
your-
gonna go like.
Would you
super
consider this
balls
your
deep
most
on.
anticipated game?
Yes.
Anticipated game right now?
By far my
Okay.
most anticipated game. Like, I can't think of another game that I am looking forward to more than this.
Yeah, and it looks very like what you want the best version of Deus Ex to be, and I love Deus Ex as it is. So like I'm into it when it comes to gameplay and choices and stuff. I
Okay,
I
cool.
hope they work on some of their dialogue and
Because I've honestly like weirdly enough, it's not been like an interest
You're ready
thing
for
or,
nudity.
or much of whatever. But
Tyler, we need to switch.
oh,
Tyler,
boy.
we need to switch.
yeah,
No,
jump
there's
ahead.
boobies.
I'll just jump ahead. We're good.
yeah.
Twitch don't ban us.
Sorry.
No, you can't have your cake when there's
we
boobs.
we can't have cake on the
And-
screen while there's titties.
They can't put this on YouTube if we can't see it on Twitch, right? That's the rule.
Yeah, we have to mark things.
Isn't
We're
that
gonna
the-
get
isn't that the
banned.
law?
We're gonna get banned.
But yeah, it's just there's a lot of choices in here where it's like, oh well, this is what a quote unquote mature game does, like that sort of vibe, and it's like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with stuff on an individual level, but just when they keep throwing more and more on there, it seems like they're piling on their idea of what adult means, and I feel like you can have actual maturity,
Well, here's the thing. I don't think that just by adding like TNA
No,
and
yeah, no,
action and
that's-
stuff like that you're innately making a game. Haha! Look what we can do.
Yeah,
Check
no,
out the
no,
sex,
like,
bruh.
It's-
no, The Witcher 3 did have a
Yeah.
lot of those elements, and I think it's a genuinely mature game in a lot
And
of ways.
it plays it very tongue in cheek when it does those elements is the thing, and that's the kind of playfulness that I really like in CD Projekt Red. It's like, okay, look, we're gonna go through this. Oh man, here's a really dark story about a tower that was filled with rats, and this woman was, you know,
And
eaten alive
yeah.
because she was out like trying to survive a raid. Also, here, have sex on this unicorn.
Yeah, and I hope it.
Do our best.
And I hope we get more moments like that, where like we're just like, oh no, that's just a really fun, interesting story, and I want that, and I'd also want like the idea of getting a lot of choices and how to approach things. So like, again, I'm more than willing to give it a chance. It's just some stuff here was not impressive to me from a writing standpoint.
It's weird to me because like I've heard this game's name thrown around, but I feel like I've had some weird brain block where I've just like, I'll look into that later.
Have you never seen
I've
this?
not really paid any attention to this. This does look really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, it
Like, look at this living, breathing world. You know, like when they walked out into this apartment complex, the first thing I thought of was Dread.
No,
Because
yeah, I
it
can
reminds
totally
me of
get
Peach
that vibe.
Trees.
yeah, and like a game that feels like Dread, it would be awesome.
Yeah. And you know that they're drawing some inspiration from that.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually watched any gameplay stuff with this. I've only seen like their cool cinematic trailers, which I'm like, that's a cool look, but who knows what fucking game it'll be.
I mean, yeah,
But-
and you know they're pulling from like just all cyber, like Blade Runner, Dread, what else? Fucking. There's been a couple other films, but they're out of my head right now.
Other big movies.
Futurama.
Did anyone see the new Blade Runner? Is it any good?
I have
I've
not.
also
I
never
heard
seen
it was
the
very
original.
good.
Just to throw that out there.
I've heard it's like it's very artsy, and people who like that will like
Who like
it.
that stuff will like it.
If you like the artsy elements of the original Blade Runner, so like probably the director's cut instead of the theatrical cut, you might really dig.
You guys both independently saw Battle Angel Alita, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We could talk about that if we want.
I-
I got
I-
things to say.
I'm
That-
curious.
honestly-
and I didn't get to.
I'll be honest. While I was watching this, I was thinking like, you know, this like Battle Angel Alita. I liked the movie, but I liked everything around the plot more than I liked the plot itself.
Yeah, it was a little rushed at the beginning, very rushed at the end, and the middle was feeling pretty good. But that ending is really where I was like, okay, I can't say I like the movie, unfortunately.
I
can
thought
say I like parts of it.
I thought the action was really well done.
Yes.
I'm kind of on like just the opposite side of that median scale from you. I liked it enough to say that I'm willing to say I liked it. But the movie itself, I don't know. I hated Hugo. I fucking hated Hugo.
Sucks.
Describe Hugo to me. Tell me why I should or shouldn't hate
Bland,
him.
That's
generic, super like. He is a 90s man love interest dude with a dark past. That is what he is, and
Okay.
he is that to a T with like 90s stiff reading. Like I just got the script and all.
Give me an example of like what he would sound like on a line read when you say that.
Do you remember the trailer where the guy's looking at her saying, "You are the most human person I know"?
Oh, that guy.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
He-
now I see what you're saying by 90s love interest guy.
He
It took me a second.
He reminds me a lot of the lead in the Dungeons and Dragons movie with Jeremy Irons.
Ooh, that's
Do we need to
painfully
watch
accurate.
that? Should I, as a new Dungeons and Dragons player, should I watch that?
You
Do I
can
need to,
watch
do,
that.
do I need to get the history?
You're allowed.
You can choose to do that.
Will I understand D&D better if I watch that movie?
Yes. No.
Hold on. I need a trailer for this.
Yeah, you could go for it, man. Like,
Dungeons and Dragons, the movie trailer, 2002, I want to say.
Yeah, let's do trailer. Yo, what's up, Scott?
Yo,
I don't know how well that
Kaiser's
microphone's working,
Kaiser's
but
got some of our charity cheesecake.
that's the fun.
it's really good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really tasty. It's
Here, give me a bite. I paid money for it.
Hey, you gave a donation.
Wait,
You gave
I
a
gave a
donation,
donation for
and
the
they
cheesecake.
gave us a
Hold on, I'll
cheesecake.
give you the last bite of it, and then you can just.
Everyone knows the last
Yeah.
bite's the best bite.
Whatever.
do we still have some of that?
Yeah, it's back there.
Then I might grab some.
All right.
Oh yeah, this is about right. New Line Cinema. Let's see.
Yeah. Look at that face. Look at that face.
It's okay. I'll do it for you.
Delicious. Yeah. Go,
I'll
look
do it
look
for
over
you,
at
Tyler.
Nick.
I'm
He'll,
not
he'll
embarrassed.
give you the right response. Yeah. Ooh, slide it in there. And in one fluid motion, it's gone.
We can get closer, I think.
Also, can you take my screen off of there so we get the whole picture?
Oh, give me a second.
Also, thanks for the subs.
Thank you so much, everybody. Yo, thank you, Altair788, gifting some subs. You keep on chewing, Nick, but Garbage Man 10, X Matthew 24, Avon X23, and Milvar Cheater, welcome to the crew. This is the quality entertainment you come here for on our casual Fridays. Take a look. Oh boy!
What, you don't like
fucking
my
teeth.
smile?
You can't handle this, Scott? Is this too much for you? Too casual?
Oh my god, I don't know where I am.
Me neither.
There we are.
We've centered
Hold on,
ourselves.
I have some in my beard. Hold on. Go back down
hold
real
on.
quick.
Yeah, let him use this as a mirror
Hold
real
on.
quick and clean out his beard.
Hold on. Zoom out a little. Just a little. Just zoom
Jesus
out a
Christ,
little.
Tyler, you're trying too hard.
Oh, no, I'm good.
All right,
Okay.
cool.
Thought I had something on my beard.
Delicious. Also, thank you to Lunatic Otaku for the bits, saying bits for Chewcam. Delicious.
Too casual.
And Paladin
Too
Boris
casual.
giving us 100 bits, saying this is my fetish. Well,
By the
we
way,
live to serve.
White on black snapbacks, limited availability on sharkrobot.com right now.
Yep.
Ooh, a fancy new product.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You know
yeah.
what that cheesecake reminded me of? It reminded me of Baker Square's. It reminded me of Baker Square's Oreo pie.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
If anybody knows that particular pie.
I don't know it, but I'll take your word for it.
Also, I heard earlier somebody said that Mass Effect 1 was skippable. Why would you skip the Mass Effect game? I don't understand.
Mass Effect 2
okay,
is
yeah,
the best.
cool. You can give
Are
us
you
some added
insane?
insight
Mass
on this.
Effect 1 is the better game, and I will fight you.
You'd lose because I'm bigger.
Yeah.
Also, Scott, I have to be honest. As an independent third party who has played barely any of the games, I always feel like people are always like, Mass Effect is great. Mass Effect 1 isn't, and don't let that affect your opinion of Mass Effect.
See,
And
but Mass
I feel like
Effect-
that's the constant thing I hear.
Mass Effect 2 was trying so hard to be harder and edgier, and the thing that I didn't like about it was that it got rid of all of the world building, all of the exploration, all of
I
the...
disagree. I think it added to those things. Of course, Mass Effect 1 is going to have more world building because you're being introduced to the world. But I think Mass Effect 2 actually allowed you to expand on the world.
Yeah, but I felt like Mass Effect 2 was just, again, it stopped being about the actual worlds themselves and started being more about these, more about the scenarios you found yourself in, and they just either were not that well written or they were so edgy. Like, they wanted to get bloodier and grittier and show you the dark side of this universe, and I'm like, yeah, I guess, but...
I like the idea that this universe has an underbelly, though. That there's, a criminal, that there are criminal syndicates within these places, because of course there fucking would be.
You're
There's-
forced to work with an evil, rich racist.
Yeah, but okay, so let me put it to you this way. Their version of the dark underbelly...
Are we on
could have been-
TMZ now, by the
Yes.
way?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
exactly what I was thinking.
I
too.
figured that's what you were going
I was
for.
getting kind of a MTV vibe, but I could also definitely get
Yeah.
TMZ.
Their dark underbelly could have been anything. It could have been any scenario, just switched out with sci-fi.
I do.
That was the thing that
I
hated.
do wish that it was just Elcor, just like threateningly, you money or your life.
Yeah, you know what? And that was the thing. That was okay. Don't get too crazy with it. You're gonna make people sick,
you're gonna
dude.
make.
We don't need to make people sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was ultimately my problem was that I could have switched out this environment and these characters into anything like real life, and it would not have affected it. That it did not feel like it was utilizing the world that it had built effectively to create an original story. It was just like, oh, now we have gangsters in space.
Is this your problem with 2, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I liked 1, because 1 had a set of these ideas that were completely alien. Like it felt different and new and fresh and alien.
Well, duh. But I mean, 1 again, it's about introducing you to this world, this society. Of course, they aren't going to go super in depth on all that stuff. Obviously, they introduce elements. I'm pretty sure they talk about the Shadow Broker in the first one,
Yeah,
a little
they do.
bit, and there's definitely elements of the underworld in the first one because you save Tali from, I think, a group of smugglers or something like that.
Yeah.
We also get the best characters in Mass Effect in 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say some of the best characters, and you know what? That might be a lot of what really holds me to it, outside of the gameplay improvements and the fact that you don't have to drive the fucking Mako. I think Mass Effect 2 overall is the better game because of gameplay reasons and because it has all of the best characters.
I will say, in Scott's defense, he's completely wrong.
Thank you.
I don't know if you know what the term in defense means.
Also, if I had to be honest with you, the music in 1 is better than both 2 and 3.
I've never been much of a I don't focus
It
a
all
lot on the
blends
music,
together to
frankly.
me.
It all
It
blends.
is very ambient. The Mass Effect
Yeah.
stuff I
It's
have
just all.
listened to. As someone who is more interested in most video game soundtracks than the games themselves, I have listened to a lot of the Mass Effect soundtrack, and I do think it's pretty cool. But it's also very just kind of your ambient space shit. So
Yeah,
I
it's
can totally
kinda
see it
interchangeable.
blending behind stuff.
But that's the thing. The score that it came up with in the first game was truly it had its own feel. It set its own tone, its mood. It really gave you this feeling of being in a different world, in a different place. The scores in 2 and 3 keep some of that, but then go into more traditional orchestral, like, again, it takes all of that cool alien feel and then turns it into something more generic.
I disagree.
I will say, in Scott's actual defense now,
I'm listening.
if you want a more Star Trek-y game, Mass Effect 1 is
Yes.
the most
Yeah.
Star Trek.
Yes.
Is the
Mass
Star
Effect,
Trekist Mass Effect?
Mass Effect
Yeah.
1 is the Star Trekiest Mass Effect. Mass Effect 2 is the Abrams Star Trekiest Mass Effect.
Yes, actually, yeah.
That's
That's
fair.
that's pretty good.
That's completely fair, I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as a guy who's a fan of the Abrams Star Trek stuff, I mean, it's not like I dislike 2.
How many
and I
times
like-
did your husband beat Mass Effect 2?
Oh my God! Let's not talk about that. Yeah. See, Mass Effect.
Countless.
Yeah.
Many.
When it comes
caused many marital issues.
when it comes
Quite
to
a few.
when it comes to Mass Effect, you know how you're big into Star Wars, your wife's big into Harry Potter. I was this close to getting into Mass Effect.
Hey.
If there was like a brown coats for Mass Effect, yeah, that'd be me. And then the ending of 3 happened, and it soured me on the entire thing. I can't go back.
Now there's a game series there's a world you don't really have a game series for, like something that has that Firefly feel.
Mm-hmm.
I think the closest would maybe be EVE Online, but I
think that Obsidian game coming up seems to have a little bit
Does
of
it?
that Firefly.
I have, you know what? Pull up something from that Obsidian game because
Yeah.
I've heard about it,
Oh, you
but I
haven't
have
seen the
not
trailer?
seen shit from
Holy
it.
shit.
Do we know
yeah.
what it's called? Star
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's it called?
Star-
Put in Obsidian sci-fi FPS.
Obsidian. See, you don't even know the name of it.
Well, no, I only saw
Sci-fi
one
RPG.
trailer.
There we go.
Outer
Yeah,
Worlds.
Worlds.
Okay,
Is
let's
this
take a look at
is this
this
the one you're
when
looking at?
once Tyler has this
Yeah, once
the
he
ability
has
to
time to get it pulled
pull
up and
this up when
everything,
he's
but-
done messing with me over here.
The zoom in.
Yeah.
I was just getting focused. All right. Well, say goodbye to Scott.
Bye.
Bye, Scott. For
Bye,
some
guys.
reason.
If we need to
Boom.
move it to the center.
I mean,
Nah, that's
here's,
fine.
here's the thing. We can also go to the scene with the like, borders and stuff that we used before.
Or this.
We could
that works
we
too.
could transition over, or this works, yeah. Don't we have a friend that's working there now?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know if I
Don't-
can say who it is though.
No, that's why I said friend.
One question first. Are you feeling anything that can be construed as explosive cell death? No?
I like how this guy expresses.
Yeah, is he the doctor?
I will say, more than Firefly, it has more of a classic Fallout feeling. But
Classic Fallout
Welcome
meets
to the edge of the galaxy, the frontier of space.
but this.
Well,
That's
Okay.
what it's like
where the
Firefly.
corporations bought it, rented it, and started selling it at ludicrously inflated prices. And the rest of your fellow settlers abandoned on the edge of the colony. I'd say for
Gives me a
myself,
very
as a bounty
Rick
on my
or
head.
Doc Brown vibe.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought you out. You appear capable.
that ass though. Goddamn.
Look, I get it. Taking on the corporation has left us with two choices, bad and worse. But you have to choose. And you have to choose now.
I agree with Griffin Tech. I'm getting a very Borderlands meets Fallout
Yeah.
vibe.
Right? But it's fine, I guess. You just keep being you.
The original creators
yeah.
of Fallout. You.
They're calling people out.
Remember the Fallout games you liked?
Yeah, exactly.
There's no reason not to with Fallout 76 being such a garbage fire.
And that
Yep.
joke of like, well, you know, you didn't have to shoot anybody, right? That's totally a jab.
Yeah, you in I believe in New Vegas there is a pacifist route,
Yeah.
one where you don't shoot a gun the entire time.
And that's it. I love the anti-corporate theme. I'm all for it. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to this.
Okay, yeah, no, I dig that.
Any feeling of vertigo?
experience while watching this advertisement.
They did not read all that.
Yeah, that was definitely not an
No,
accurate
there's
read
more
there.
jokes in the text if
Yeah.
you want to go back and
Oh,
read
I'm
it.
sure.
I'm
And that's
sure there
always good.
was, but no. Okay, that is the first time I've seen anything about it other than its name and its logo. So yeah, no, I agree. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember, I can't remember when they were showing that off when I first saw the trailer, but I mean, as a guy who was a huge fan of Fallout 3 and New Vegas and then never played a game after, I'm very eager.
Did you not touch 4 at all?
No.
All right, because the only thing that kept me going through 4 was the captain himself. Would you agree with that, Grant?
Yeah,
Like,
so as someone who's never played another Fallout game and only got to basically watch along with our Fallout 4 playthrough, I could definitely see the appeal, and I understand why people like those games. The base building seemed like a weirdly half-baked thing
It
that
was
they
bad.
threw in there.
Did not like.
And all the DLC, like it's not the fact that there were a ton of dialogue things that bogged it down. It's just that they all felt very monotone and boring. Like I never felt like any dialogue option was. It was just spitting exposition, and it never felt like alive or fun.
If you want to feel like you're interacting with the world, don't play Fallout 4.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I got. It was just like, we're gonna have this long storied history to tell you, but you're not going to feel like you're any way a part of it.
Fallout 4 was much more like you're given scenarios. You're not really you're not really interacting with this world so much as you are being put in a position to say some quippy stuff, and then it'll come out a certain way, and then it won't matter. Like, how many vaults did the captain kill and everything was fine? at least 2.
Yeah, and it's a game where there's a lot of interchangeable thing. Like, they just sort of give you tasks that they repeat over and over again. It's not even interesting missions. It's just, go do this exact same thing over here. And then you'll eventually have to do it again in the exact same place later when this place gets overrun again by somebody, raiders or whatever. And and they also do the thing where you can literally lead every single faction in Fallout 4 with no consequences.
Until you have to bomb one at the end.
Oh, do you have to pick one to turn your back on?
You can spend the entire game
working with all of them,
playing all sides, and yet also feeling none of the effects of that. Like, there's no consequences for working with two ideologically opposed factions.
You literally have to role play at that point, where it's like, look, obviously, if I'm with this side, I wouldn't be doing this. Like, the captain was distinctly against every form of synth.
But it'd be nice if you could, play a character who would try to play both sides, and then they get the bad end of it. Like, that could be a really fun way to roleplay.
Someone finds out that they're working with the other faction.
A world that actually feels alive would do that.
Nanny Yori, thank you for the 1,000 bits, saying, "Hey TFS, love the streams. Unfortunately, my dog, Jaeger, passed away today, joining his brother at the age of 16. Could I get a shout out / moment of respect for the good boys everywhere?"
Hell yeah.
Moment of respect for the good boys.
Mm-hmm. Good dog.
Terribly sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
16 though.
16 is a good,
16 is a
good
very
age for a dog.
Yeah,
I've had a lot of dogs in my life. Very rarely did they make it even close to 16.
All right,
that means you did a good job.
Yeah.
Try and name all of the pet names you've had. Just try and remember all the names. What are the goofy names you've had with pets?
Goofy or just all of them?
Well, just like all of
here's
them,
the thing. My animals have almost always had human names.
Oh,
like
okay.
We've had Tessa was a German Shepherd. I guess one silly name was Nana was my first golden retriever. She died when I was very young. Then I had Lucy and Ricky from I Love Lucy. We eventually got Ursula, who was a
See ya.
Bye.
Other people in the office
she
are
was
heading out. Later, Carrot.
Great Pyrenees Bernese Mountain Dog mix. Then we had Coda, who was a Great Pyrenees Newfoundland mix. Big, hairy, drooly dog. And cats, I've had Dave, Max, Sam, Salazar, Selena, and now my latest pet is Mr. Steak. I also had 3 rats named Dave, Martin, and Ace.
I can't remember all of my dogs' names. I had 2 dachshunds. One, I can't remember the name of the original one. Unfortunately, she got hit by a truck. Yeah. Second one was Jasmine. She got hit by a car. And then Gypsy, who's our German-Australian Shepherd mix, who we kept in the backyard at all times.
Hey, you twice bitten, very shy.
Yeah. And she was a good dog for a long time. Then we, for cats, we had Samantha And like there was 2 cats for my mom, Samantha and something else. They were big ass, fat ass cats though. I remember when we had to put Samantha down, my mom wasn't there for it, and so I just held the cat and pet it, and it was the saddest moment of my life because I'd never had to see a pet die. And then there were my 2 cats, Tara and Sugar. Sugar got eaten by a coyote, and then and then we gave Tara away.
That's what you get for like living in the high desert, huh?
Yeah, actually, yeah. And so I've never had an incredibly close relationship with any animal, so it's.
And yet you're a furry.
Well, you've had some very close relations with some sort of animals.
The animals. I'm kidding. I just
play. One of the hardest things with pets is being there when they need to go. Like I've been by, aside from when I was like little, I've been there every time we've had to put down one of my animals, and I don't know. It never gets easier, but there's a bit of like peacefulness to it. There's that feeling of like, you're there soothing them as they're passing on, so they're taking the long rest.
Well, and they're simple animals, so like that is enough.
They appreciate it. They know that you're there.
They're existential fear of what happens.
They're comfortable.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of pet names I had. I had a hamster named Clooney, and I named him such after the villain in Redwall, Clooney the rat, because he lost his eye. Clooney was a gerbil from a litter, and one of his siblings ripped his eye out.
Jeez.
In some I guess not so playful play fighting.
Gerbils will eat each other, man.
Yes.
Like they are horrifying animals. I had a friend who once like came back to their room, and one of their gerbils ate the other one's skull. Like it was just the head was gone.
But I was like, he'll be Clooney. He's a fun one-eyed rodent. It'll be cool. And he lived for a good long time. It was fun. And we also had my aunt and uncle had a dog named Nittany. She was a husky, and she loved to run around and stuff. And Peaches was my first dog, or Angel was my first dog. Then Peaches, and now we have Pumpkin and Fergie.
Is Peaches why you named the dragon Peaches?
Yes. Because Peaches was actually my dad's first dog, and the name of our second dog named after his first dog. But that was a fun dog family name that we kind of ran down the family.
Obviously, my dog, Mr. Steak, was named after our Nuzlocke.
What?
Yeah. No, we named our Nuzlocke after the dog I didn't
You could have told me, and I'd have believed you.
I have a pretty small list, which is just 2 black cats had at different times, Cinder and Clyde, a dog named Goldie, and then a current dog that's living with my dad named Lady. And,
Lady.
Yeah.
Lady Bird.
Which I think I named that one, and I just chose the dog from a Disney movie.
Okay.
Because it was very close to the original name, which was Baby. We didn't want to call a dog Baby.
Yeah.
So we changed it to Lady. It sounded similar, so she would still answer to it.
Okay.
Another horrifying pet story. My brother had an iguana named Pawn, and one day my mom had to clean its cage, and when she was like trying to slide the lid off, it slipped and came down directly on its tail. Now, if you know anything about these lizards, they'll break off their own tail, like just snap it away as an escape mechanism.
Yeah.
So it's just running around, spraying blood out of its tail stump, and my mom's freaking out, and it was just this. I don't know why I said it was. Did I say it was funny or horrifying?
I feel like you said horrifying.
Okay, good. I'm glad I said horrifying.
But I thought it was going to be like horrifying in a fun way. But
to me, it was just like
very scary.
Yeah, it was a crazy moment. Like just the fact that you hear about it, you hear like, oh yeah, they'll replace that stuff, and it did, and it was like, so it starts off as like a little nub, so he looks like a little it's coming back, and eventually it got back. We did have to give away Pawn at a certain point though, because I think I don't remember what it was. Like we just couldn't handle the size he was getting to, because iguanas they get pretty big.
They can get like
this is
6
when he
feet.
was like
That's why I
this
didn't
is
get
when
one.
he was pretty tiny.
Because I also had lizards. I had 2 geckos, Fred the fat-tailed gecko and Stripes the leopard gecko. I was a very creative 12-year-old.
I had 2 fire-bellied toads that I don't think I ever named because they both looked the same.
You guys ever have hermit crabs?
Nope.
Yes. For one day, they died.
Oh no!
Immediately.
Were they a carnival prize or did you buy them from a pet store?
I think from a pet store. They just immediately died.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure mine came from a pet store. They weren't mine, but they were my friends. But he brought them over like every day, and we played with them for a good month. And I assume they died because I never saw them again after that.
Yeah, they died. They die very fast and very easily.
That explains it then.
Did you guys ever stop to watch the
No, we never watched the Dungeons
Oh,
and
yeah, we
Dragons
didn't
movie
watch that
trailer, which
Dungeons and
I
Dragons trailer when
pulled back
Kaiser-
up for whenever we found a lull
With
in this,
Jeremy Irons?
this sad pet conversation. But hey, yeah.
2000.
Real quick, I know this movie existed, and this was back when I think my parents still thought D&D was evil, maybe? I don't know. But, like,
For that
Dungeons
Tom
and Dragons
Hanks
was
movie?
not a topic I had really seen much about, so I didn't know what it was. But knowing that
I
it
wanna
has
turn it
Scar
up
in it
some.
has me excited.
Yeah.
Look at this. Early 2000
Welcome to the year
CGI.
2000 trailers.
The Matrix came out in 99.
Yeah.
Just keep that in
No,
mind.
this is post-Matrix.
There's the titular dragon.
Phantom Menace came out in 99.
People deserve to be free and equal.
Which you actually get some of that vibe here.
Shut up, Scar.
I do need to watch this.
It
looks
looks like it was made for TV.
Jeremy Irons looks like he's acting to the fucking
Oh,
Oh
really?
yeah.
rafters.
No, he goes wild.
He goes, like, he hams it up. Did you ever want to weigh his brother in your,
I didn't know I did, but now I do. Oh, that. Oh,
Be prepared.
this gives me feelings.
The fucking costumes, man.
How has the new Mystery Science Theater crew not found this? Or like
I
done
am
something with
certain
this?
there is a riff track.
There's gotta be.
Remember though, it is a new line thing, so
Oh,
like
yes,
it's not like you're trying to buy this from a small studio.
That's true.
yeah. Plus Wizards of the Coast are involved.
I guess this is a fucking real ass movie.
Yeah.
I swear to God, that guy just looks like he's been drinking way too much blue raspberry soda.
Yes. I also love that he has like Assassin's Creed like arm daggers.
He's supposed to be cool.
Yeah.
need to reroll my character.
Did you guys ever watch the Eragon movie?
Yes.
I
I loved those books.
I was gonna say I love the books. I couldn't sit through the movie.
I went to the midnight premiere of that fucking movie.
I went for my birthday.
Which one was it?
Aragon.
I went to
Oh.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe for my birthday, and I still think that's an okay movie.
Yeah, that
That
movie's pretty good.
scans.
That movie's pretty good.
It wasn't bad.
Eragon is not.
No, Aragon was terrible.
But the book also wasn't very good. I just thought it was.
The book was
Yeah.
way better than the movie though.
Aragon is a
Better.
straight ripoff
Yes.
of fucking Star Wars. That's
Oh
why.
yeah, no.
Yeah,
well,
I like Star Wars.
What? You like Star Wars?
Oh yeah, that beholder from earlier. Oh my God.
yeah, the Beholder.
There was beauty in those eyes.
Yeah, the Aragon movie was terrible.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why
you
talk
should-
about
You
it
should get
when
the
we-
get
American
the
Online
trailer.
keyword D&D.
Oh shit!
I remember the end credits song for Eragon was
Nope, I don't-
"Keep
I don't know your channel.
holding on."
Oh my god.
Bob muted.
Oh, hold on. Are we just watching
Is
the
this
same
Dungeons
trailer
and
again?
Dragons again?
Jeremy Irons again.
As long as I am king,
Jeremy Irons was the best part of this movie. Too.
Are you sure? No, that's
Jeremy
that's not
Irons
Jeremy
can't be in
Irons.
this. I
That's-
would've-
that's
I
John
would've
Malkovich.
remembered that.
Yeah, John Malkovich is right there, but Jeremy Irons is in the movie.
Is he?
Is he?
He's Braum.
Oh my god, he was.
He's the best part of the fucking movie.
Now I need to.
You're still playing it.
You don't
I
need
know,
to look it up.
but-
I'm telling you.
I just need to make sure it parses. Okay, yeah, it's coming up. All right, yeah, you're right.
You can hear his voice right
Nah.
now.
It's a lie.
It's quiet, admittedly.
Man, I can't believe I didn't recognize. I lost him
The
in the
first
role.
chapter in the Inheritance trilogy.
Trilogy, huh?
Also, I believe it's 4 books.
Yep.
All 4 trilogy books.
All 4 books of this trilogy.
Yeah, it became the cycle, the inheritance
Yeah.
cycle.
Is that what was his name? The butcher guy who fucking hated him.
No, Sloane.
Sloane,
No,
yeah, was that
no.
Sloane?
No.
Sloane is played by an actor who I recognize. I don't remember from where. He's one of those guys.
Saphira.
Also, I remember Saphira like just becoming a giant dragon in 3 seconds.
Yes, that happens in the movie.
Yeah.
We should just watch Eragon.
I mean, who's gonna stop us?
I tried.
I
But
have the DVD.
But I was doing it alone, and it's much easier to watch bad movies with friends.
Oh yeah, it's great to watch like with people.
It's Jeremy Irons.
Yeah,
I'm so mad I
shit.
didn't know that was him the
and
whole
he's so-
time.
He's so genuinely cool in the movie.
No
I felt
wonder
like they
liked it.
ruined that like really cool assassin character.
Shade
Yeah,
guy.
The Shade.
The Shade, yeah. A Shade.
one false move, one reckless decision.
They also made the Razak less cool.
Yeah. They just made
Hold
him
on,
like
I need
weird.
to take that
lo-
back real quick. I just
Yeah.
love that shot real quick of him.
The
That.
Berserker shot.
Oh boy!
I got my bow and arrow and I'm really shooting at you guys. Yeah. Who is that kid? Has he been in other stuff?
They
did he have a long and luxurious film
Not
career
that I
after
know
this?
of.
Yeah, they basically just turned them into wild men.
Yeah.
When they're supposed to be
villains
like
were
these
supposed to be
weird
horned.
orky
Yeah.
horn dudes,
Yeah,
like
they're supposed to be,
demons.
basically like giants in
Urgles?
in Banner Saga.
Yeah.
Ed Spaliers was the main character.
Ed's Beliers?
And
Ed Spaliers.
What's he been up to?
Hold
shot at
on,
the
that's
end.
a great last stinger for your trailer. You're like, all right, we were in theaters. Yeah.
Dragon
The
Crack.
fuck?
what?
December 15th. What year was that? 2006.
2006. I remember I went out to the midnight premiere. There were two guys in my. It was me and a friend of mine in choir who were like just big fans of the books. Like we were both like reading the the books in class together, and we were just talking about it. I was like, "Oh, the movie's coming out. We should go see that." And he got super high. I did not, because back then I was straight laced, and I regret it.
And he loved Eragon.
He thought it was okay, but we both agreed it was bad.
Man, even with the
I distinctly remember the end of this movie because what's his name, Murtaugh?
Yeah.
The main character whose name I forgot, his name's Eragon.
Okay, so the biggest.
He's so forgettable.
By the way, the biggest thing that that this guy,
The main character, the guy that played Eragon,
was that he was in 17 episodes of Downton Abbey.
Oh, good for him.
Ah.
Yeah. And he's also a voice actor because he provided a voice for Battlefield 1.
Huh.
Interesting.
Okay.
So we were hearing some good things about the video game. Let's see what that was.
I saw someone in chat mention that they had fond memories of the Eragon video game, which I didn't know was a thing. So let me pull that up and let's take a look at that trailer.
The Lord of the Rings ones were good.
Sierra.
Okay.
I only ever knew Sierra for their point-and-click adventure games.
I love their mist.
You didn't like Tribes?
A power ready to be unleashed.
Coming soon to home video.
The bit rate here.
Your destiny is to restore order to the Empire. Saphira, we need your help. And fulfill
By the way,
the
that's him.
legacy
Yeah, of course it would be.
of the legendary Dragon Riders.
I got paid like $20.
I feel like they make your dragon look so scary in this.
Was that
Okay, so it's Panzer Dragoon with some
we're just playing Lair now. Or Lair,
with
however
a
you say
little
it.
bit of the Lord of the Rings style beat 'em up action.
I'm not sure what's happening in a lot of this.
Yeah, it looks like I mean the video's obviously old.
Yeah.
So it's processed like a potato. I'm sure the downscaled version actually looks better.
Yeah, I think it's probably easier for the audience to see than us.
Ever since Back to the Future, I always think it's fun for fulfill your density.
Fulfill your density.
No.
Certainly doesn't look like much.
I'm just not getting a lot of gameplay. Like I understand there's a dragon riding part.
I think that's because the gameplay probably sucks. So they're
Grant,
just like,
look up a Let's Play. Let's play Eragon.
I'm pretty sure that existed right here.
Well, here we go.
Wishing to Kai, I'm gonna take your dialogue down.
wishing to Kai.
But thank you so much
see
for
what
providing
looks
this
like.
footage. Compliments. Let's see what. Okay,
Look
so
at
here's
that.
kind
Nice
of
and
what the UI
HD.
looks like.
360? Xbox 360. This made it out in time for the 360.
Yeah, I would have had an Xbox 360
I
in
guess.
2006. Or
I wasn't
they
even
would
in
have
high school
existed.
yet.
I wouldn't have owned one.
Yep, released for the PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3, and for Microsoft
Oh, it's
Windows.
Lord of the Rings. They've got those maps in their books.
That's what many people said when they read Eragon.
Oh, is this guy actually talking?
Long past, and the ruthless Galbatorix now rules the land.
Oh, it's just a full walkthrough.
Who's talking?
The narrator.
Durza. I like his accent.
Galbatorix is such a sick name for an evil king.
Really is. His
I
bow does
love
not
that
have a
fucking
string.
name.
This looks like Tigtone.
A little bit.
Oh boy.
Begin the wizard hunt.
I did not know what wizard hunt meant when I said wizard hunt.
Oh, we're just.
It was only when I became a wizard that I knew what wizard hunt truly meant.
So they just jump right into it. Okay.
It doesn't look like it does not look awful.
I mean, it's
Not for
the
the time.
frame rate's a little chunky, but that's fine.
That could just be the encoding.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta hop.
For the time, it looks all right.
I got.
Thanks for doing the guide. You miss on your first attack, but
Gosh.
Very good.
I mean, our resources are limited in Eragon Let's Plays, but
also fucking pot calling the kettle black on this one. Like we haven't.
Yeah,
been like,
no,
how do we open this door? Just half
if
the
only
time.
the game told us.
Man,
Oh, sick roundhouse.
Yeah, what was that?
don't you remember?
Do a grapple combo to this bramble.
Roundhouse?
What is happening?
Ooh, all right. That's a
Okay.
cool effect on the Shade's face.
Did her boob just like go wham?
It's very stylistic.
Yeah, I feel like I'm watching a very weird indie CG movie.
What the fuck?
This is so Tigtone.
Someone had a
crazy.
very artistic vision with this, and they went somewhere with
They
it.
tried.
Oh, right
What?
in the
You did
dick.
it, yeah.
Jesus.
Oh
There's more blood
boy.
than the
What?
movie.
This editing is holy shit.
Okay, so clearly they aren't following the movie with this.
No, they're trying to make. Oh, what the fuck is happening?
I wish this was the movie.
Yeah.
Yo.
Like, give me this Rankin boss Eragon, not.
All right, okay, so here's her passing down the egg or whatever.
It is somewhat reminiscent of the Bakshi Lord of the Rings
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely a vibe I'm getting.
That might have been literally
That might
what
have
they
been
were
their-
going
yeah.
for. Like that rotoscoped bullshit.
Their inspiration.
So I think this is the 360 version.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. Mostly because I'm guessing they recorded this via HDMI.
Want me to pull ahead here or keep seeing
Oh,
what he's
yeah,
doing?
I
Thank
want to
God
see
you
how he
got
hunts
the
that
checkpoint.
deer by chasing it.
Sure.
Got it.
Oh, someone
that it?
played Uncharted. He said it hadn't come out yet.
Uncharted
Someone
cribbing
was
from
working
Eragon.
on Uncharted.
Uncharted crib from Eragon. There we
Yeah,
go.
there
We
we
know.
go.
Uncharted, I can't believe you. More like Uncharted, am I right?
Oh, gotta get this egg real quick. The plot demands it.
I feel like you're about to tell Douglas about your new grill.
Oh, that was the secret egg. That wasn't Saphira's. That was just a regular egg.
What?
Yeah,
Collectible.
secret egg.
Why would you have other big blue?
Because they're secrets. They're Easter eggs.
You know, it'd be a fun collectible. More eggs.
Can't they be like bird eggs?
No, they have to be dragon eggs.
It would make sense for him to go for bird eggs. He needs food.
Somehow this is going to open the fence. I want to know why. Aim more carefully.
Come on,
With
Eragon.
that auto aim.
Gotta let it.
Oh, you have to-
And then when it's as big as a melon,
So you
strike.
just have to take more time.
So I didn't realize you two were also fans of Eragon. We've never, I don't think,
Yeah.
really talked
I
about
can't
this
imagine
much.
they would normally come up in a regular
did-
conversation.
I still
Did
own
you
the first three
read
books.
all the books?
I
Did you read all
made
four of
it
them?
through Brinsinger.
Okay.
Ah.
I did not make it to the last
That's,
one.
I think we all had a similar journey.
Yes, I also made it to Brissinger, and that's where I stopped. And I was like, oh,
I don't think
no,
I
this is
finished
bad.
Brissinger. I think I started it, and then I got partway through, and I was like, I don't know if I like this.
I did
Yeah,
finish it.
But look
That's-
at her face.
Yeah,
Right?
I did finish. This does seem a lot like Tigtone.
Hold on.
Jesus.
I want someone to.
Oh my god, I love this!
Where was
the
that?
fuck?
Let me pull that back. Also, I'm accidentally turning down the volume. I didn't mean to do that. Let's get the fuck out of there, dear. I want this shot right here with her holding it up. That. All right, let's make a tweet with this GIF real quick. How can we make a good tweet? Like, is this like when someone sends all the bad feels or something, or when people my DMs
it's
my
one-
DMs
it's one of
after I break
those,
up with my BF?
Hold on, it's like her would be my friends.
Okay.
The energy right there would be all my negative emotions and bad feelings, and then the egg is you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll accept that. That seems meme worthy.
You could do something with that. Get away with that.
I'm gonna shoot this egg. What you do here? Oi!
You see, guys, this is the fun of Casual Friday. We didn't have to do the legwork of getting the Eragon game or thinking about it, but here we are enjoying it.
Oi, what you think you're all egg like?
Life is
Eat
fascinating.
arrow.
Oh yeah. At the end of Brissinger, it's revealed that Murtaugh is actually Aragon's secret brother.
Shh.
Yep.
Someone might be reading it.
Oh, I mean, stop.
Wait, that was at the end of the second.
I'm pretty sure
book.
that's the end of the second.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah,
then,
that's definitely the end of the second
Brissinger's
book.
the one where they revealed that Brahm was was actually Aragon's dad, and Murtaugh wasn't his brother.
That's
That's right. Fucking
like
God damn it! I forgot.
because there's like, oh, you're not the son of Galbatorix at all. You're Obi-Wan's kid.
Yeah, you're Brahm's son. So they did the Darth Vader reveal twice.
Oh wait, no. What was? Hold on. What was his supposed dad's name? Because Galbatorix was not supposed to be his dad, right? His dad was supposed to be like the betrayer of the.
Yeah, he was the traitor to the.
What was his name? Because I don't think he ever actually comes up.
Yeah, his dad. I don't think his dad came up. At least not in the first 3 books. They had the same mom, but like.
Was Zarok the name of the sword?
Morzan.
Morzan. Yeah, Morzan. They talked about him a lot.
And he just kind of doesn't exist.
What the fuck was up with that?
Yeah, hold on. Sus Moon real quick.
What?
Hey.
Oh, that's like.
Bye. This feels like
This art style reminds me a lot of. God, it was a game that came out earlier this year.
You know, they tried. I gotta give him credit.
Is he talking, or is that?
What?
Yeah.
Is that supposed?
Let's take a look at that again.
Is that supposed to be Brom?
I think that.
Is that supposed to be Jeremy Irons?
Now we got it. That's right.
How dare you with the blade? I don't like getting pointed at.
Oh, this looks great.
That is Jeremy Irons.
Other sinister acts played out that very night as
And this isn't a trailer. This is just you see this when you're playing the game.
Yeah, this is the game's cutscene.
They're like, again, like I at least they went for something.
No,
right?
yeah, they had a tone that they went for. and that-
Whoa, they're just jumping right into this. Holy fuck.
Look at that, decapitations.
Also, you're murdering
No, I think
these
that was a
fucking
hat
blacksmiths.
something.
Was Zarok the name of his
Oh
sword?
my god, that guy's arrows sticking through him.
Or
Jesus.
Razak?
This plays very much. It looks like it plays very much like those Lord of the Rings games.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings,
Return of
there's
the
Lord of the
King.
Rings games
Which
were
I'm
great,
guessing is
though.
why it came out all right.
Yeah, which is probably why they thought it was okay. Because yeah,
Just fuck this guy up.
just going after that one dude.
Ah,
I feel
oh god,
I feel
please
bad
stop.
for the
Yeah, I feel like
Normal
Eragon and
guys.
Jeremy Irons have come in here and just fucked up these dudes who had nothing to do with them.
Well, they
Standing
attacked
back
him.
These look
Shooting at
like
him.
regular old townies. They don't look like soldiers.
You definitely don't kill them in the book. Like Eragon didn't kill anybody in the book until like Brissinger happened.
Yeah,
where he
or
said-
until the orcs. He kills like the orc things.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy is burning alive.
That's what he gets for
Yeah,
challenging.
his
the-
brother murders the fuck out of
Oh
people.
my,
though.
we're murdering. They're murdering
you know,
the
this
town.
is fucking
The entire
crazy.
town is rushing in here to die.
Yeah, what is like?
What is this
and
scene?
there's blood spray. This game is so violent.
There's decapitations.
That's
I've
our
seen at
pit to hell that we have in our town.
Look at that. His head came off.
Maybe.
And then he stabbed the
I'm
corpse.
sorry, Did they do like a close up to show you how violent it is? What? Did someone like was like, fucking yeah, God of War
Well
is
done.
big.
Murder more people, Eragon.
You know what? Actually, yeah, this God of War must have been out at the time.
Fuck his ribs.
Stab him.
Let me check.
He just the other guy
Yeah,
jumped into the
pretty
fire.
Sure, I'm pretty sure God of War was out by now.
This is rated T. This is rated T for teen. Listen to the screams of the burning man.
Listen to that for a second.
Yep.
Jesus.
A year before this.
Okay, see, God of War is where what they're trying to do here.
Hold on. I want to see that dude's fucking pussy ass swing for a second. And just Jeremy Irons doesn't care.
Eragon doesn't become this like ruthless until Eldest and Brissinger when he becomes a fucking monster.
This makes me think of the Lord of the Rings games.
Yeah, exactly. Like
exact-
Return of the King, which I loved Return of the King.
Like this is heavily based on those, undoubtedly.
And again, and also God of War.
What the
Ooh, all right.
fuck?
We just stopped halfway through on that head model and decided it was good.
Hurry, or they'll kill us both.
Wait, did he say what they were called? Or,
Razak.
Okay.
Razak.
Hurry.
That's what I was thinking. That's not the name of his sword. That's the name of their monsters.
Yeah. Except like you only hear it once in the
Then
movie.
what's his
and
sword's
it's when the
name? He
guy's
has a special
screaming.
sword, doesn't he?
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure his sword's name is Brinsinger or something, isn't it?
Brazinger's the word for fire.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
how they,
but-
that's how they
fire.
cast fire. Which I did think was cool. That like they just had a magic language, and if you said these words
Yeah,
in
it's
the
the
language, it
dragon
happened.
language or
Now,
something.
Eragon was not the first
Oh, is
fantasy
that-
book to come up with that.
I mean, I'm sure it's not, but that was my
Zarok.
first. That was my introduction to it.
Zadok.
Okay, so Zarok was his sword. Okay.
What I really remember is that the land was named Allegasia.
Oh, this looks like it's co-op.
Really?
I mean, you got 2 health
Yeah,
bars
there's
down
2
there.
health
Why
bars.
else?
I guess so.
I could live my dream of being Brahm.
I guess it would make sense. Like you do get a second person throughout most of the story.
Which makes sense because, like, if it is very much based on that Lord of the Rings engine,
Yeah.
then may as well, go whole hog.
Brazinger is the name of the sword in the third book.
There we go. That's why. Okay.
Because I was like, Brazinger's the word for fire. It wouldn't make sense for that to be his sword, but I guess he gets a fire sword. Presumably. I'm going to pull ahead and see.
And also, like, I think it was at the end of the second book that he just kind of becomes an elf.
Yes, that does happen. Like, he does, like, has a whole training arc in Elfland.
And then it just makes him an elf. Like,
I love how quickly... And up.
Aim true, lad. Shoot him square in the neck. Bully!
Christ!
By the way, yes, this is multiplayer.
I figured. Good murder. Good murder there.
Is that... What's that?
My son.
That bar there. Is that, like, who's doing best, who has the most points?
Just do your bench presses, Eragon.
Maybe it's like a special meter.
That just reminded me of.
He's trying to get to that special egg.
This movie starts.
Special egg.
When this movie starts, like he goes to a barn and like has wooden swords and like fights with his brother.
Mm-hmm. His brother, who ends up murdering a shit ton of people with a hammer.
And Eldest is so fucking violent.
Paolini loved writing battle scenes.
Yeah. Well, and I think after he wrote the first book, he read Game of Thrones. It's like, oh, I want to do this instead.
Yeah, but there aren't any battles in Game of Thrones books.
When the first book came
Yeah, I was about to say. Then he turned 21 and he's like, you know what? I can go real fucking dark with this.
I could kill a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's one of those things. Like, don't ever publish a 19-year-old's book. Christopher Paolini might have actually had a career if people hadn't given him one too
don't
early.
even say that. He's probably a millionaire off those fucking books.
Actually, yeah.
It's possible, but
I
do you
think it's
he
a
would prefer-
high probability.
Is that Sloan?
That's got to be Sloan. So I remember.
You're in the butcher shop.
Yeah,
Who else would it be?
He's wearing butcher stuff.
So I remember the Razak accosts him and Eragon
Yes.
saves him, and he still treats him like shit.
Yeah, and he sells doesn't he sell his own daughter out?
Yeah, still something like that.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And then Eragon blinds him and sends him to walk into the desert.
Now, real tough question: what was Eragon's brother's name? Or
that
whatever?
actually happens.
Eragon's brother's name was
Oh.
It
Because the brother who married Sloane's daughter, right?
Dune or something?
Yes. His brother married Sloane's daughter, and he is the one who has most bad interactions with Sloane. It's like
I like how the meat comes off if you slice it.
That's kind of neat.
Rowan.
Rowan.
Yeah,
It is
cousin.
Rowan.
His cousin, not his brother.
Yeah, cousin Rowan.
They were like brothers, though.
Whoa! Now we watch The Ring.
Welcome back to Spook Time Theater. I'm your host, Dracula Werewolf Man.
Jeremy Irons would be a good host for a horror movie.
Oh yeah,
thing.
absolutely.
Eragon's Uncle Garrow, and realizing that a new dragon rider had been chosen.
Oh, this guy is supposed to be the guy who hangs out with the elf lady.
Oh yeah.
Hold on
He's
a
the
second.
leader
Is
of the
that
Freedom
a real
Fighters.
hand superimposed on a CG
Every
picture?
time they put that up there, I feel like that's
just
right?
an actual hand.
They've been doing that since the beginning.
That's a video of a hand.
When he was
That's
like
why it's so
reaching down,
weird.
I'm like, that's a hand. That's an actual hand.
And I think it's not even like video; it's images that they cut out.
No, it's video. It's definitely
It was
video.
moving.
Yeah.
No, it was moving. Like it came from video, but I think they photoshopped stuff to like add lighting and stuff to it.
I mean, possibly. Either way, it was photorealism hand.
Yeah,
not,
absolutely.
Not digitally rendered hand. Well, that's
That's
Eragon.
okay.
Welcome.
Yeah, I think we've seen enough of it.
Yeah, thank you so much. Wishing Tikal for your. For
Everybody,
your
go
footage
give
there.
Wishing Tikal a big old thumbs up
Yeah,
on
go
this
ahead,
video
throw,
here.
Throw a like
Yeah.
on this whole video, because hey,
Yeah.
thanks for providing some footage for us. Because that's kind of what I like doing, just talking shit and checking it out and being like, I never saw what that looked like. And now, top picks for me is the Eragon movie. Good,
Thank
good
God.
call.
We
Wanna
can rent
spend
it now
$4
for
bucks?
$4. Hold on,
Jesus.
let's go
What
down.
a
and-
deal!
What else is comparable at $4?
All right,
we can
also
watch
$4.
8 Crazy Nights.
Also
We can
not-
watch Frozen Fever for $2.
I mean, it's $8.
Wait, what was Frozen?
Wait a minute,
Fever?
Resurrection F only costs $3.
Passion of the Christ. That's the same as Eragon, and you know what?
Yes, you know what? There you go.
Wait,
But I
what-
would put Fast 5 should have a premium. It could have $6.
Yeah, come on.
What was Frozen Fever?
That was the short.
You want to spend $2 and find out?
No.
It was the shorts.
I'll do
where,
it!
Elsa has a cold, and she gets to use the line, "A cold never bothered me anyway." And
Done.
my
I already hate
eyes
it.
separated from their sockets as they rolled.
God damn it.
It was on a net. It was
scene
on a
in
Netflix. It was on a Netflix movie collection, along with the Little Matchstick Girl, and like all these other horrifically sad Disney shorts.
All right. Well, I regret to inform you that it doesn't look like there's an official Eragon speedrun.
Except for the GBA.
Wait, Eragon GBA speedrun?
Give
There's
me-
a GBA game?
Yeah.
All right. Well, hold on. Let's see what this is all about.
And it already looks better.
I don't think it looks better than that game we just saw. That game was magical, sir.
Yeah, and the environments look real ugly.
This looks really Golden Sun.
Also, this is going to be a speedrun, so this guy's not going to be showing us any of the fun cutscenes or
It's
anything.
also super
He's
early.
also not giving us a timer.
Oh, good,
Oh,
great. Look
no.
at that. It's the 3D model for that.
That was like some Ultima cutscene.
Here, have everything
No,
you
show
need.
me his face again, his ugly face.
Hunting bow, clearly the best strat.
All right. These are your pro strats for speedrunning Eragon on the GBA, kids. Which is a game I didn't know existed.
So, by the way, that means there is no world record on YouTube for the speedrun of the Eragon PS2 Xbox
Aspiring
360 game.
speedrunners.
Yeah, tell Kieran.
Get out there. It's
pick up-
on you now.
Pick up Eragon. Oh, hold on. let me get us
This
back
is
to that
so
RPG
fucking
party.
Golden Sun.
Yeah,
Holy
this
shit.
is fucking Golden Sun. I would have loved this. All right. There we go. There's our party,
There's
boys.
Roran and Katrina.
Oh, hey, it's Hermione. Hey, Hermione.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I'm vaguely reminded of the Game Boy Color Harry Potter RPGs. Did you guys ever play those?
I never
No,
played
but I
it.
knew of them.
They were like that's like the closest I ever came to actually playing a Final Fantasy game, as I would find out later. It's just Final Fantasy with Harry Potter.
Stephanie, you're just gonna admit that to everyone?
I don't give a shit. I played a little bit of 15.
Actually, as a guy who likes 15.
15's all right.
Yeah.
These models,
just unfinished.
Though, this is very Golden Sun.
Yeah,
Holy
no, this
shit.
is like the only thing you're missing is like
Where's-
channeling your little spirits.
Yeah, where's the Jin? Can that be my dragon? Can
Why
that
does
be
she have
Saphira?
cleavers?
Because she had dad's kitchen knives.
Yeah,
that
she's
was
a-
her thing.
she's the daughter of the butcher.
She's the
Oh.
butcher's daughter.
They had to shove in something.
You need a third party member, and Braum is busy and overpowered.
By the way, don't say that like I should know.
Yeah, we've been talking about it this whole time.
Katrina, Sloane's daughter, Roran's betrothed. Come on.
This kind of looks like the Bionicles game.
This fucker over here does not know his Eragon lore.
You're right.
Comes on the official Eragon Team 4-Star podcast.
Doesn't even do his research.
Fucking jeez.
You should have known that we were going to discuss Eragon.
When Casual Friday comes up, how does Eragon not come to mind, Scott?
Guess I have Aragon fishing on it.
There you go.
Someone in the chat asking, Eragon has lore? What the? It's a
What have we been
fantasy
talking
book.
about? We've been.
It's all lore.
It's a
It is
four-piece
nothing
book.
but lore.
Allegasia.
Don't make us go to the Eragon wiki.
All right, I'm gonna pull this to the end. I want to see what the last fight is in this game.
I kind of feel like you guys are the Aragon wiki right now.
May as well.
We really are.
We should start it. This last fight looks arguably the same as the
And
opening.
now this makes me want to look up video games.
Okay,
for...
he's nowhere near the
Yeah,
end
wait,
of
what
this
the
game.
fuck?
He's still in the opening fucking town.
Wait, tutorial for Carvajal.
Oh, it's
not
just the
even for the whole game. We're just seeing the speedrun run for.
It's not a tutorial either. He's just doing
Yeah,
it.
he's just.
Lying piece of shit.
This
He's
is a
not
lie.
teaching us anything.
Anyway, other book series that has video games.
Oh, there
Oh
were
my God.
Animorphs video.
Yeah, there
I
was.
did not know this.
I read many books. I, got
I
all
remember
the
its
end.
intro being amazing.
Oh my fucking
That's number
god.
40. That's number 40.
Oh, that's number 40. You're right.
But it looked magical.
No, not my apps. Let me just see.
Shadow Reality PS1 right there.
Yeah, opening. Here we go.
I am an elemist. Since the dawn of time, I have observed every detail.
I had this game.
My
I never beat the first level because I hated it.
far and wide, studying beings on worlds throughout the cosmos. Recently, my attention has been drawn to a conflict on a small blue world known as Earth.
But that's our planet!
We've been there before.
I want to know if they
Oh boy.
There's the Hork-Bajir.
Hork-Bajir. That's how you pronounce it.
Yep.
I've always wondered.
Hork Badger. That's how I said it when I read it.
I read it as Hork-Bajir, but I didn't know if I was right. The Yerks. See, I definitely read Yerks as Yerks.
Yeah.
Change. The Yerk leader, Visor 3.
That's
gained
very
control of a
Matrix.
weapon powered by a continuum.
So how far into the book series do you have to go to understand this
So
lore?
none of this shit happens in the books.
Oh,
In the
okay.
game, he gets some magic time crystal or
Shattering
some
reality.
shit. Yeah, and fucking ruins ruins reality.
Which you can do that in Animorphs. It gets that crazy.
I love that he had to jab that in there like 3 times just to get it to work.
Yeah.
I love that this is our image of the fucking head of the Yerk invasion on Earth, and he's just fucking fiddling with his pet rock, and he's like, ah, as it blows up at him.
Yeah, what was his name?
Visor 3.
Visor.
The Visors were all their commanders, and they were numbered.
I remember the sharing.
Sharing?
Tobias! Ah!
But luckily, we have the Animorphs on our
Marco,
side.
right?
Rachel!
Rachel, yeah.
Jake!
Jake.
Cassie!
Which very light-skinned Cassie.
Yeah, she was... And are they going to show Axe? Yeah, there he is!
Wait, where's fucking what's his name?
Tobias!
There's Tobias.
Was it Marco or
Marco was the rhino at the beginning.
Shattered reality.
Okay.
Show me some gameplay of this.
All right, yeah, this game is awful. Let's go ahead.
I believe
Do you.
you.
Want to shut off autoplay, just in case?
I mean, I probably should, but
we're gonna get caught in something.
Yep, there we go.
Here's some.
There we. Oh my.
Okay,
gosh.
thank you,
Is
Hundera.
he doing the monkey?
I'm gonna, in case he's got.
It looks like he's being various stages of being mounted by a
I'm
rhino.
gonna turn his commentary down so we're not talking over him. But thank you, Hundera, for
Yeah,
providing us
go
some-
give Hundera a big old thumbs up here.
Give him a thumbs up too.
Whoa!
It's a runner?
So
Is
this
it a Crash
just
Band?
Some of the first levels. Or some of the first level. I think he's looking at the demo thing for it right now.
Okay, so it's like
I want
a.
him to get,
It's like
yeah,
a
okay.
pitfall.
So you pick your character, you pick your
Good,
Animorph.
Good.
You couldn't pick Axe, which made me really mad.
Can you
'cause
not
he was
pick
my
Tobias
favorite.
either?
No, because Tobias
he's
is
stuck as a hawk.
Tobias is a hawk. He can't
Oh,
morph.
he's
out.
stuck as a hawk,
He can just fly all
He's
around.
a Nothlet.
Depending on how far in the book series you get, but
Not very far.
It
I
happened.
mean, 20 books in, like he
No,
gets.
or
Where the
than
fuck does
that.
he start?
Tobias
There we go.
gets stuck as a.
No. I'm saying like.
I'm
he
sure
gets,
Hundera
he
has
gets
great
uses human
commentary
body
when he's going over all the characters.
I bet. Yeah, I bet he's giving away all the lore on
He
him.
gets his body back.
Yeah.
Eventually, he does.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
He's eventually given
Through
the
a
power to
loophole.
morph again, and then he gets brief. time
Well,
travel.
that Jesus.
Yeah, look out for their Kendrona rays or whatever.
That seemed unfair.
Yep, don't do that. Their Dracon beams are bad for you.
But he's super confident. The confidence of this man.
Look at that fucking
Yeah.
run
Yeah,
cycle.
it was a horrible platformer.
Okay, it didn't
I
want
just wanna
that.
see him run.
Didn't even need the health. Balls of steel. Now he's a tiger.
Okay.
And you had like a morph meter, I want to
It's
say.
a
or
better
something?
run cycle.
And we're done. Don't need to be a tiger no more.
Floppy ass.
Yeah, he looks like a fucking clown with those shoes.
Wait, hold on. That gave you less health back than one hit of that fucking laser.
Don't get hit by the laser.
I
then.
guess.
I thought he was dropping to his doom down there.
Are you
Oh, you got it. You got to wait for that to be all the way up, man. Oop, there you go.
Okay, just touch
You're
it.
just gonna criticize.
I am. I'm gonna whine about
Grant's
it.
an expert at this game.
Yeah, I've played through
He
this
played
level.
part of the first level.
I've played a significant chunk of this level, I think.
Ooh,
Oh, he
made
got
it.
some extra lift on the platform. That's some pro
Got
strats
some
right there.
momentum.
Oh,
Okay.
Hold on, what's the speed run of Animorphs?
You know, when you ask the right questions, is this Shattered Reality? Is that-
Animorphs PS1 speed run?
So it's just a really shitty platform.
AGDQ.
AGDQ.
oh my God! It happened.
What?
Yeah. It made it to AGDQ.
A year ago.
Wow, last year. I mean, to be fair, Star Wars Episode 1 made it this year, so.
All right, I'm actually
Yeah, but
kind of.
that has a lot more like visibility.
I guess.
I played that one. I didn't know this existed.
You didn't know this game existed?
My prescription's
No.
ready.
What about the PC game?
No.
All right, so what's the best strat? I guess it's to play as Rachel. So the bear is just too
yeah.
good. Oh, I love him. Oh, I want to keep it.
The bear was her go-to.
Bold.
Oh,
The
wow!
boldness.
That's real cool.
Okay. Yeah, look like people clapping.
Yeah, I definitely heard a got it when they went down there.
Did she make it dance?
Here, full screen this.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So wait, does AGDQ mean awful games done quick?
I mean, it's normally awesome games,
Yeah.
but they might have a segment where they do awful games.
I mean, it's usually early on where they're doing the lesser known stuff. So.
yoink.
And then what's the other one? There's one that runs during the winter that's not AGDQ, but it's
from the back. It
No,
looks
there's
like,
summer games done. Quick.
SGDQ.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. That's summer.
from the back. I keep thinking it looks like Fred from Scooby Doo.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah, avoid those laser beams.
Is the flip necessary?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
flourish.
Rachel is canonically an acrobat. She
Which is why she turns into a bear.
She does.
Wasn't she like a gymnast?
She does a bunch of gymnastics and stuff. So she can jump.
And also, it's often
that seems like a bad time.
emphasized that she's very pretty.
Yeah, they go
I do
out of their
remember
way.
that she was very pretty.
Yeah.
And,
Are you not seeing it?
And I believe she's the only one in the team who has green eyes, which they make a point about that at some point because
reasons.
One of the aliens refers to her as the one with the disgusting green eyes.
And Marco was the goofball of the group, who also his mom was a what are they
Canary?
called
again? His mom was also a controller, and she was Visor 1.
Visor 1, yeah.
She was the top of the Yerk order.
Yeah.
So it became a really, really awkward thing when he thinks his mom is dead, but finds out she is actually in charge of the alien race that's attacking his home world.
Yeah, you find that out in like book 8 or something.
Something like that.
See, that's a book series I never got into as a kid. I tried reading one of the books, but I didn't know where to start because they don't label them in order.
I mean, they have numbers on them.
So like with this plus,
I don't
plus
remember
Eragon,
they did.
This plus Eragon plus Redwall talk, I think we're just gonna.
Is this our book talk?
Yeah, just.
This is our book
childhood
club,
books.
the TFS book club.
Which Redwall was great.
I genuinely, I haven't read it since I was in like high school, but I remember thinking Redwall was like, this feels like actually quality writing.
I feel like I could go back to Redwall and still enjoy it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I was genuinely sad when Brian Jacks passed away.
Oh, did he? I actually didn't know
Yeah,
about
he
that.
passed
That is
a couple
unfortunate.
years back.
Look at the smooth transition, taking a little bit of damage, but that's okay.
Hey, yeah, you got to make those runs. I wonder what are the morph cubes like your checkpoints? I'm guessing.
I don't know.
I don't know what those are for. Oh, maybe those are for your morph meter. That's
yeah,
probably
that
what
makes
it is.
sense.
Also, I don't know what alien those are supposed to be. Are those the Ged, the little blue dudes? I can't remember.
Well, like, get fucked.
And was that the Skritna, the little
More
bug
like
ones?
God fucked. Is past tense.
Because yeah, if you want a book series that I do have a bunch of the lore still remembered, fucking Animorphs, I've got that shit on lock.
Do you remember how it ended?
Yeah, I do.
Everyone remembers how it ended.
Where it was literally just the ending of Best of Both Worlds from TNG.
I mean, that I didn't know, but
It
all I knew was a bunch of children became war criminals, and then in the end they find a new adventure to possibly kill themselves doing.
It was literally just a recreation of part 1 of Best of Both Worlds from Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Fever Dream with 100 bits saying, did you know that Redwall was made into an animated series here in Canada? The entire show is available on YouTube.
Really?
That is pretty cool. I might pull away to that at some point. I have seen some of the animated series, though. There was a VHS of it at my local library, and I rented it. Did any of you guys, how close to you was your local library? Because I literally lived within walking distance of the library I went to.
Mine, I'd say it's probably within walking distance. It was just down kind of like Main Street a little bit. Like, I definitely could have walked there as a kid, and it was definitely within walking distance of my elementary school. I rarely went, though.
Yeah, I had the internet, so I never used the library.
Yeah, I don't even remember where it was.
Scott, you're older than me. There's no way you had there's no way you had the internet and such availability at like.
He's not that much older than us.
More importantly,
Yeah,
Temporal Zenith says that there's a Redwall game on Steam.
Really?
Redwall game. Are we
I-
sure
I-
this isn't about like the romance of the Three Kingdoms?
I
Redwall?
feel like I do know that this exists. 'cause
That
I feel
is
like I've
no,
seen
that's not Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
I feel like I heard about this at some point.
Oh, wait, yeah, no.
And dismissed it because I was like, that looks like a bad game.
Their mouths ain't moving.
I will say, at some point we need to do a tabletop game of Mouse Guard. So Grant, you can vicariously live out.
So I can be Matthias and
Yeah,
have my adventure.
Yeah, there's a tabletop
Martin the Warrior
RPG called Mouse Guard.
I've
that's
heard of it.
Based on Redwall.
Yep.
Did you know that?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, this came out recently.
Okay. It's a weird time to release it, but I'm not complaining.
So I
Yo, if they wanna
actually
do a
did
Redwall
not.
revival. I'm there.
I actually did not read Redwall. Is it like mice versus rats or?
No.
So basically, there's Mossflower is the name of their region, and there are a bunch of just woodland animals, and I feel like it was kind of not consistent at the beginning because in the first book they implied that there are humans in this world and that they are using some of their stuff to do things because they're like, and then they like he rode on this big ass thing that was clearly meant for humans, kind of sounded like when he describes it.
It's if
Just some ass describes it as food erotica.
I don't think that's correct, but yes.
It's if Secret of Nim really leaned into being just fantasy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what Redwall is. And like being like epic fantasy.
But they have there's even a book about like are some races predisposed to be evil, and it's like a real good.
Act
Well,
1 of 3.
Well, maybe not real good. I don't remember
when
it
did
that
this
well.
come out?
Oh my God, did that have the Penguin Publishing logo on it?
Yes.
It looked like it
Wow.
did.
So Penguin Publishing is making games now. That's why it's.
Oh, okay.
I would love to see a really good Redwall animated series on Netflix.
That'd be fun.
I would kill for that.
Speaking of, let's
Actually, didn't they just come out with a Watership Down
Yes,
series?
they did.
On
There was a
Netflix?
Redwall
Yeah, I have
cartoon
not
as
seen-
well back in the day, but it wasn't good. It was
Wait,
on
was
PBS.
was the Watership Down thing on Netflix a movie or a series?
God, I already remember this intro.
Yeah.
Animated
It was-
series.
It was unfortunately not very good.
I
but
rented this VHS over a weekend, and this is already flooding memories back into my
there
brain.
was a lot.
So there was the original Redwall animated series.
Yes,
Yeah.
I just want a good one.
So Redwall Abbey is this big monastery where all these peaceful mice and other critters live.
Yeah.
And it is frequently accosted by the villains who want it for its strategic and like fortification value, because it is a very well protected wall.
I want to point out that the reviews for this show are remarkably good.
I remember not thinking it was like awful, but just being like, I'm
Just-
too
it
old
just-
for this
It
when
looks,
I watched
it looks,
it.
it looks very like late '80s, early '90s
Yeah.
cartoon.
Yeah, it's ugly,
Yeah.
and I'd want something to do it some more justice.
You want to talk about ugly cartoons that you that made my childhood? Look up Star Wars Ewoks trailer.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we
and
talking
thi-
about the Ewoks movies?
No, but we can
No.
in a second.
the cartoon, sir.
I'm talking about the cartoon.
I
let
never
me just-
saw
let me just
this.
pull its theme
I never
song.
saw
Did you
this
ever-
in
have
my
you ever
Because
seen
I
life.
remember
Gummy
its theme
Bears?
song being something crazy.
There was also a movie.
Yeah,
Of it.
take a listen to this theme. This was on TV.
Yep.
This sounds like an Abe's Odyssey song.
Yes.
almost.
I get a very Pink Floyd vibe from it. We don't need no Ewoks.
Why? They could have just had Yub Yub be the song.
They could have. Look up the movie trailer though.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
the
sure
the
that's
cartoon movie trailer.
There was a
Ewoks cartoon movie trailer.
Good. It was probably a TV movie, but
there was no.
I don't remember.
movie.
I don't remember a cartoon movie.
I
Yeah,
do.
there was no
there was
animated
one
movie.
for droids and one for Ewoks.
Droids and Ewoks.
Droids definitely had.
I think it was a double feature thing.
This adventure is brought to you with a compliment
okay, yeah,
of
the
Dairy,
cartoon
Britain's
trailer.
favorite cheese spread.
Dairy Lee.
And if you enjoy this adventure, remember there are 6 other droid and Ewok videos available from
Here's how they're
Okay,
gonna make you
so,
think it's a movie,
yeah.
but it's actually just.
Because
Okay.
I remember
the
it being like a
cassette
hyper
collection.
condensed thing.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, there was droids as well.
I
When
remember
these two
droids.
mighty powers teamed up.
Only George Lucas could make it happen.
video.
I've never heard of.
And now it belongs to Disney.
I've never heard of either of these droids or Ewoks. I
Really?
just know about the Ewoks movies.
What?
I remember the Ewoks.
The live
movie.
action Ewoks movies,
Yeah.
by the way.
Most colorful characters in the cosmos.
Wow, the droids one actually kind of has some good animation.
After this, I want to
The
look up
droids
another
one
cartoon
was,
that I remember, and I'll let you see it when I look it up.
The droids one was it was more like goofy and like willing to take itself not seriously.
Tequila Gundam Best Gundam with 500 bits, saying there are 22 books in the Redwall series. When the author died in 2011, the last book releasing being the Rogue Crew.
Ah!
Yeah, this
There's
is.
the scream.
Yeah. It was very easy to get R2D2's actor in. Oh.
Trouble with monsters. With spaceships.
God, this was my childhood. I fucking remember this shit.
Okay.
Man, I had never seen frame 1 of any of these.
You
This is
are
nuts.
not missing a lot, but if I could ever work with any of this footage, I would kill somebody to do it.
What would you prefer though? This droids or the Timon and Pumbaa cartoon?
Oh,
Droids.
See, I have a fondness for the Timon and Pumbaa cartoon. I
Hell
remember
yeah.
that.
Timon and Pumbaa.
See, the
Hot
Timon
day
and
in the old mill today, hey boys.
I never really watched the Disney Channel or anything
really?
like that because that was at a time when Radio Disney had recently put my father's child radio station that he worked at out of business. So our family had some hard feelings for Disney for a bit.
The kibosh on the Disney.
Now that Disney owns Star Wars, is it canon that Lloyd in Space takes place in the same universe?
I don't know what that is.
The hell's Lloyd in Space?
Look
Is
up
that
Lloyd
another-
in Space.
Oh yeah, Lloyd in Space. By the way, so you remember Timon and Pumbaa?
Yeah.
So I remember it in the Aladdin's cartoon.
Oh, this.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember this cartoon.
Oh, get
I
ready.
remember vaguely the image of the kid.
I've never seen this in my life.
I've never seen an episode, but I have seen I remember seeing commercials for it.
Where was this Kingdom Hearts
I'm
world?
remembering the opening.
Oh yeah, this is where the gummy ship should go.
Z Perks, thank you for the 5 hundo, saying, did anyone on the couch watch SWAT Cats?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
loved
it.
its theme song.
I've never heard of SWAT Cats. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't imagine that being anything you'd have an interest in.
Actually, that opening theme song though is ridiculous.
Dude.
It is so good.
I want that. I want just that track at some point.
Is this like...
Lloyd.
Actually, apparently the show was really good, but nobody watched it because it was so unrelatable to children.
This looks like Hey Arnold cross...
This to
like
me-
Recess.
This to me feels like a fake show that would be on a cartoon.
Yeah, like something you'd stumble across in like a David Cage thing if you flipped on the
Created by
TV.
Paul and Joe.
Paul and Joe.
That's a very Disney thing to
What
do,
was
actually.
the Disney cartoon where the boy's dog went to school with him?
Teacher's Pet
Teacher's
is what you're
Pet.
thinking.
Oh, Teacher's
Yeah,
Pet.
I remember the Mighty Ducks cartoon.
Yeah,
Yes,
Mighty
I do
Ducks.
remember this.
This was a vibe I was getting.
Tim Curry was the villain.
Tim Curry was a great animated villain.
I never watched the Mighty Ducks movie. I've still yet to have seen it to this day.
This-
I
This
had
is
like
pretty
th-
much. This is pretty much it.
I had 3 VHSs or something of
This,
this.
this was such a weird take on the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, when I was a kid, even I was confused.
I'm pretty sure I had one of the
Remember,
toys for this too.
This was in the era of all of the anthropomorphic animal teams.
Do you remember the fucking cool Looney Tunes thing that was gonna happen for a
Yeah, Looney Tunes,
What
not
was it?
like back in action or something like that.
No,
Looney Tunes
the
Extreme.
Lunatics.
Lunatics Extreme.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I just got the exact same Lunatics vibe.
Yeah,
Okay,
except
we're,
here's
we're
the
coming
thing.
to that after this then.
Yeah.
We're gonna let this play through.
I was
The
gonna say-
Lunatics happened. The Lunatics were a thing.
That was a show.
Did,
It
did
had
it
a whole
happen?
season.
Because I didn't hear about it until years later, and I feel like I was its target demographic, so it shocks me I didn't know what it
This,
happened.
yeah,
Completely happened.
but this right here, this was in that same era as like everything that needed a team, like Mummies Alive, Skeleton Warriors, Street Sharks, my personal favorite.
Didn't Daffy
were you
Duck
just talking
have
about?
his own like
Lunatics.
Oh yeah,
space
yeah.
adventure
Lunatics.
thing?
Duck
Unleashed.
Dodgers.
Lunatics Unleashed.
Yeah, Duck Dodger
Unleashed,
was a show.
of course.
Because I know
Yep.
that had a video game.
Here you
Season
go.
1 intro. Was there a season 2?
A meteor
Yep.
strikes the city planet of Acmetropolis, knocking
Acmetropolis.
This
Love that
cosmic
Pangea
event is
continent they got
supernatural
going on there.
forces Unleashing a new kind of hero, the Lunatics.
Ace Bunny.
That is not his original design, by the way. Look, after we're done with this, look up the original
Oh.
Lunatics design.
Danger Duck.
The weird
Quantum
thing was,
Quack.
they kept a lot of the Looney Tunes.
Slam Tasmania!
They,
That's the name. That's the Mega
Tech
64.
E Coyote.
Yep.
That's the Mega 64 fake character, right?
By the way, these are the ancestors of the original Looney Tunes.
Sonic Speed.
But yeah,
Wait, these are the ancestors of the
It's
characters?
the far-flung future.
Oh, so they're descendants.
So are the two rabbits related in this one, or
I'm
were
sorry,
they
not
love?
ancestors. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, descendants.
Yeah, I was like, they're the ancestors. This happened first.
Yeah, sorry. I
No, Looney Tunes comes out
I
in the
was-
far-flung future, man.
What other one did we mention?
no, wait.
Street
First of all,
Sharks?
first
Oh, yeah,
check.
yeah.
Look up
Lunatics
the
characters.
original Lunatics original designs.
Yeah, you probably want to do that on.
That's
Google.
probably
yeah,
a Google
yeah,
thing.
Yeah, you'll do that on Google.
Lunatics Unleashed original designs. Original
Yeah.
character design. Okay. Images.
Yeah, that looks right.
Is that what
Okay.
you're thinking?
Yes.
Where
that might
they
be it.
all looked like angry gorillas
Can I get
characters.
this?
Oh wait, hold on. Scroll
Nope,
down. Scroll down.
Yo, get away from this.
Probably just open it in a new tab.
No, never
No,
mind.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think that's gonna be too small.
Maybe. We'll see.
make
We
it
can zoom
bigger.
in.
No, I think
It's
we
apparently a GIF.
It's a GIF? Oh, it's on Photo Bucket.
I think it's taking me to virus.exe.
might. Yeah.
Here we go.
All right. Can we view? Open image in new tab.
Hold on. Tyler's got it.
Yeah, there you go. Here, let me get that out of the way.
You can't see the finer details because hold on. Do me a favor. Go back to the Lunatics original
All right,
character
here we
design.
go. I'm gonna make this even worse for everyone involved.
There we go.
Take a look at those cool, funky designs, man.
They just don't have the suits on. Like,
I
that's
love
the
the
only
fucking
difference.
power stance of Danger Duck over here.
But look at their eyes.
He's got that like "We Will Rock You" Bohemian
All right.
Rhapsody,
I'm
Freddie
sorry,
Mercury
what-
stance going.
Was this Yonan Vasquez?
No.
Okay, so you're dropped into your new 3D platforming adventure based on the Lunatics. What character do you pick?
Oh, I'm definitely going for the Speed Dude.
Speed Dude? I
Yep.
love his design right there.
Yeah, so what they went for, these originally came out, and the response from kids, adults, and families, and fans alike,
Everyone
Was just
hated it.
what?
they hated this.
Oh yeah.
There
No one wanted this.
Yeah, so they went back and redesigned them to give them proper eyes, but then they just looked like they wanted to touch the children.
It looked like they.
I remember that design.
It looked like they reused the design for Tasmanian.
Let's look up Street Sharks intro.
Oh,
I
yeah.
need this in my
I
Not
had
life.
everyone
Street
remembers Street Sharks.
Yeah, but I love it.
I don't remember
Shut
its theme
up.
song, though. I know I liked it, but...
Oh, I remember nothing about the show.
Yeah, I had toys. I don't think I ever
Oh,
saw
I,
the show.
I had the toys.
Did you guys ever see the dinosaur version of this?
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
I had all the toys from that one.
Wait, what was it called?
I don't remember. I just get hearing.
I remember
VHSs
Dino
of it, though.
Saucers. I also remember Extreme Dinosaur. Extreme Dinosaur.
Awesome.
This time for everything
Did they ever feel shitty for having them look like shark people?
I don't know if they ever really kind of dealt with the fact that they look like ass on ass, but
Like,
And
are
what's
they like,
great
oh my
is
God,
they
why?
don't
Kid
have
me
necks.
loved their design.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
no, me
these
too.
look so fucking cool.
They-
Their
had
toys
one.
were awesome.
yes,
I had
they
that
were.
one right there with
Yeah.
the purple stripes. So I guess the tiger shark.
Yeah, no, they looked badass. They had these huge fucking mouths and teeth.
Where's my Street Sharks movie? Come on, Michael Bay.
Dude, yeah. I would check out a Street Sharks
I
movie.
would buy a I haven't bought a comic book in years. I would buy a comic book that was Street Sharks versus the Ninja Turtles.
You have two possibilities with the Street Shark anime like movie. Either one, they're even uglier than they are here, or two, they're disturbingly sexy.
Those are
So
Porque
Gargoyles.
no los dos? Give them
These-
like ripped abs, but also like giant like if you can't see their faces, it's like Magic Mike all of a sudden.
Oh my god.
I loved
Oh.
Like, does anybody remember the VHS that had the VHS board game along with it?
We gotta stop picking the first video that comes up.
Nah, man, this is the fun.
That's the most popular one. It's the most relevant to our search.
Let's find
I
the audience.
ain't here to bring the people some high fidelity gargoyle rips. I want them to see the gritty grossness that I grew up with on my VHS.
So I had probably the biggest crush on the entire cast of this show, including Xanatos.
Man, I just
Xanatos makes sense. But Broadway.
Oh, actually, especially Broadway.
freaking like. But I remember when I was a kid, I got since my dad worked at a children's radio station, he got a lot of these sampler things, and one of them was the Gargoyles movie, the first one to really
Yeah.
pitch it to everybody.
the pilot
And
thing.
That was the
along with
retelling of
it,
Macbeth.
yeah, along with it, it had a little
logo.
VHS board game that you would put it in. And does anybody did anybody ever play like a VHS board game?
I
Stop,
had a-
pause it right now. No more rolling
Oh,
dice.
yeah.
You have to.
I found out
Whoever's
about those
playing
after
now
the
has
fact.
to do this.
I had a Clue one, or my parents did. And
I learned about
never
them
played it, but I
long
saw.
after VHSs were a thing.
Okay, well, they had one for Gargoyles, and it came with that movie thing. And I don't know if anybody else in the fucking world ever had that one, because I've talked to so many people, and nobody has ever said that they remember that specific thing, that little game.
I definitely don't remember a Gargoyles one at all. At least I don't think I ever heard anything about it.
I will say, Nick, since you never grew up with Disney Channel stuff, does that mean you've never seen Bonkers?
Oh no! I here's the thing. Even though I think Bonkers was in that period where everything was still cool, because Radio Disney didn't come along and destroy Radio Oz until like the early 2000s.
I remember
Okay, so that-
Radio Disney.
'Cause I remember-
We're all here.
Yeah,
dark
all
days.
ears.
All ears.
Oh.
I misheard it as a kid.
Yeah, but yeah, that channel eventually ruined.
Lots
it
of
basically
kids-
became a monopoly of children's radio in a lot of
Oh wow!
areas.
Disney swooped into a media and became a monopoly on it.
Yeah.
That's weird.
but
Doesn't sound anything like that.
I ended up watching like a lot of Kids WB after that, and a lot of Nickelodeon more so.
Just out
and
of-
eventually, when
out
it
of
came to
spite.
my market, Cartoon Network.
Speaking of Kids WB, that reminds me, that's where I watched Pokemon growing up. And I remember the last episode is when they have Lorelei, and she is a very busty anime character.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I remember my brother saying that's why it got canceled.
I don't recall her.
I remember Lorelei.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Pokemon
This is
Lorelei.
what I was going for. Anime Lorelei.
Probably could have just put in Lorelei.
No, not that one.
Oh, yep.
Yeah,
there-
this
oh,
one.
yeah.
That,
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
she shows
Yeah.
up on Kids WB.
Yeah.
Pokemon Theories.
Yeah, this guy's got his theories, but I don't
There
care
we
about
go.
those. I
Ba-
just,
ba-
want,
ba-
I just
boom.
want you to see that this character showed up on Kids WB, and like I feel like this, like
I know why.
you-
I know why she's looking at
That's
me
pretty
like that.
tame by anime standards.
Yeah,
but
yeah, it's pretty tame by anime standards, but by
at the
Pokemon
time,
standards on
yeah.
Kids WB, it was a bit of a shock. Hold on.
Remember
I
Bobby's
just want to see a
World?
scene from this.
It was a good show.
Show.
It was a good show.
I was making fun of myself because I was actually about to say, remember Bobby's World.
Fucking, oh my god, it's Paul. God damn it.
And now he's gonna eat him.
Rob Paulson?
Yeah, Ron Paulson.
Yeah.
Yeah, very distinct.
Actually, 18. I doubled it to be nice.
Uh-oh.
Wait, is he slow now?
He slowed down for some reason.
That must be the
Oh,
plot.
is there like an episode where he lost his powers?
There's always one of those.
Yeah, the Wily equivalent.
Oh,
is like-
everybody's lost their powers.
We've all become just regular loonies. We're no longer lunatics.
Oh, never mind.
Kaz
He's
is
good.
still good. I mean, Sam. Slam.
Slam devil.
Afraid there's no denying it, Ace. Both you and Rev are no longer in possession of your superpowers.
Oh no!
You can take away my powers, but you can't take away my moves. Exactly.
I hate how he still has like some bugs in
Yeah.
him.
He
Like,
still sounds like Bugs
it's-
Bunny.
there's still some bugisms in there.
It's like, is that Billy
Eh.
West?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
And yeah, their entire idea was like, all right, we'll give them some edge instead of making them all edge. And all you got, but in that,
Those are just anime eyes, Daffy.
they got the right voice for Daffy though. That's the actual actor.
Do you remember the Duck Dodgers television show?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Tyler's
that.
talking about it, yeah.
Duck Dodgers is one of the
Duck Dodgers!
Even the boss lady.
I remember the theme song specifically.
Did you guys ever play the video game?
Nope.
No.
Wait, I just want the intro. I don't want just a still picture with the theme. Yeah.
This was so appropriately themed for the character.
You're very
This-
like 60s.
Yeah, this is the right direction to reboot a
I
concept.
agree. This was perfect. This was exactly what it needed to be, and I'm so glad that we got it.
Yeah, like the James Bond opening, and like
It's
this
very-
had a crossover episode with the Green Lantern.
It was very popular too. Like
It's very like Spy Hard-esque. I like it.
Yeah, it's great.
Looney Tunes is one of those things that I liked them as a kid, but as an adult now, I appreciate them, I think, so much more
Oh,
than
yeah.
I used to.
And yeah, that character,
hello.
I've seen that character long past its expiration date.
she's in love with Duck Dodgers. Also, they directly reference Dragon Ball by name in this, and it's weird.
No, that's
This show didn't give a shit.
Yep.
Again, they crossed over with Green Lantern.
It's like, where's the crew? Oh, they're on the ship watching reruns of Dragon Ball.
that is weird.
Yeah, I was.
That
like,
is a weird
Dragon
name
Ball
drop.
specifically.
Well,
It's like when
Look it
Attack the
hold
Block.
on, hold on. Put in Duck Dodgers Dragon Ball and see if it shows up.
Aw.
I mean, we can see what
No.
happens Duck Dodgers versus Jocko.
No.
Next up on Death Battle. Screw Attack versus Rooster
I
Teeth.
think you're making it up. Never happened. What's another fun 90s cartoon intro that you remember?
PB and J Otter.
Oh, okay. All right.
We want to go there.
I don't. What?
I've never watched this, but that name, like you said that, without looking at this, I don't remember anything about this. But you saying that, I
Like,
immediately
It
You don't know
remembered
what
sounded made
something?
up.
Oh yeah!
Oh, I remember this show. Aw,
They
we
live
named
on
the otter.
Noah's Ark.
No, they're otters, so they have like a big fucking dam.
I never actually watched this.
Is that how
but-
otters live?
That's your problem?
I'm thinking of the Angry Beavers is what I'm saying. Also, his pancakes were shaped like fish.
Oh yeah, I guess they're otters, not beavers. They wouldn't have.
Tyler was
It
the
is just a
exact
house.
right age to soak this in.
Okay, so I'm too old then.
Yeah, I was
Yes,
too old to watch
100%.
this, but I remember it. I can't not remember it.
That's right. I grew up at a home daycare. Of
Oh my
course,
God,
I
is
had
this-
seen this at some point.
Was this by the same people who did Doug? Because it looks like it was by the same people who did
It's
Doug.
Disney, so maybe Disney's Doug.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now, Tyler, you knew about Disney's Doug. It was Kieran who didn't believe me when I told him that there was a whole other bunch of
Disney's
seasons.
Doug sucks dick.
It's awful. All right, we don't need to hear it again.
We need more alliteration there, Scott. Just a couple more words.
Disney's
don't-
Doug sucks
I'm
dangly
sure
dick.
we don't have to listen to it, but can we hear the Pepper Ann intro?
Oh hell
Pepper
yeah!
Ann, Pepper Ann.
Dude. Now we're going down my wheelhouse.
Yes.
The more Disney
Pepper
shit.
Ann was so good.
Like she was just.
I want to see someone cosplay that version of her.
I'm getting a very like Bucky O'Hare feel from this.
Well, don't worry. That's just her dreams.
Yeah, it's
She's
more-
really
it's-
just
it's-
your average quirky high school chick.
It's Tom Girl Doug.
She was also like, I think she was half
And her
Jewish.
and her stoner best
Tomboy
friend.
Doug.
Like,
I saw advertisements for them playing this and Doug back to back, so
Yeah.
they would impose them in the same room.
Everyone's seen this ad a million times, but I want to get the actual most ambitious crossover ever recorded up here in a second.
I love how they talk about how you've got blue hair. It's not blue. It's just incredibly black that it gives off the shine of blue.
I've never. I mean, I think I knew of that show, but I don't think I'd ever
never
seen
saw
it.
Did she find something new at
Yeah,
the
I think
beginning of
every episode she found
Yeah,
something
it was
different
always
under
a
her
new
desk.
thing. I remember one where it was like a little version.
Oh
of her.
yeah.
I love.
Oh,
Pepper
yes.
Ann.
Everyone's seen this, but I just need to see it
Oh
again.
God.
I haven't.
You've never seen
just
this?
that image alone.
You've been watching so much King of the Hill lately, and you've
That's
never
all
seen this clip?
Mr. Surfer, have you ever considered propane as an alternative energy source for that board of yours? With a little retooling, I can get it to work. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Being that you're my neighbor and I like you, I'll give you the new neighbor discount.
This is so Space Ghost.
So what do you say?
Take a ride on the Cosmic Tide on an all-new Silver Surfer. Next, as Fox
How were?
Into the Hills continues.
Just think, with a repeat business like that, I could eventually be supplying propane galaxy-wide.
I remember watching that as a kid. Like as a kid, I did not like King of the Hill because it's not.
It's definitely
geared
not for
towards
children.
kids.
Yeah.
And also, the Silver Surfer cartoon was bad. Something bothered the hell out of me there, by the way.
What?
So, you know how I have to do a lot of lip flaps for DBZA?
Notice how little they cared about Hank's lip flaps?
Well, they did try to reflap to match that conversation, but they reflapped the mouth, but not his chin. So constantly, his chin is moving up and down while his mouth is
Oh yeah,
moving opposite of it.
you can kind of.
Yeah, see? You see his
Hey,
chin
it's got
moving?
that little blue
His undulating chin.
Yeah, that's so distracting. I hate it.
Oh man, good stuff.
Silver Surfer noticed it too. That's why he was
Yeah,
holding
that's
his
why
head
he's
like that.
getting the fuck out of there.
You remember As Told by Ginger?
I
Oh
kinda do.
God!
Anybody-
I
only
remember it
the
being
theme
the
song.
ugliest looking cartoon on Nickelodeon.
Oh God, it was.
You said it's high
Oh
quality, though.
my!
No shortage of hideous shows on
we gotta
cartoon.
hear
but
it though.
Like
But
this.
you-
This is from
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
my
Rocket
mistake.
Power people or something.
You say that,
Yeah.
but I had like a weird crush on the main character.
on Ginger?
Yes.
Like I feel like I could see like the girl who's supposed to be the hot one or whatever, maybe. But
It's about her personality, you ass.
also, her mom can't pick her up and look at this cloud. Also, her
Ah,
brother
bloms.
and his friend are a piece of shit.
Did
Wow,
any
this
of,
is really rocket power.
did any of you get braces around the same time Brace Face came out?
No.
No, I
No.
had braces before that.
I got braces when I was
On the
early middle school, like 6th grade.
Oh, it's got a little eyeball in her
It was the
dot
woman who
Try to say goodbye and I choke.
That's
No,
that
yeah.
woman. Like whenever I heard the song, it sounded like someone was actually choking to me, and it made my eyes water out of sympathy. Because it sounded like it was painful to sing.
I never saw the movie.
Does anybody remember Hysteria?
Yes.
Yes. And I'll pull that up after this.
Yeah. Steven Spielberg.
Like
this was the show you were talking about, right, Tyler?
Yes. I forgot
Oh
about
my
the
god, I
bird.
loved this.
There's another show at the same time where it was just a dog and the weird.
Is that
idiot
Nathan
who
Lane?
watched
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. He's talking like this.
I'm Nathan Lane. I'm gonna be on Broadway.
Disasters in the air.
It's one of those things where I didn't know it was a bit like with dogs, but it introduced to me that they apparently can't eat grapes. And
Yes.
that was a thing in the pilot for this show.
Do you remember that happens in JoJo too, and that's what really kills his dog? Not
I don't
Dio?
remember that.
That's so weird.
I've never
Yes!
even. What the fuck?
That was
I
every morning
should
for
have
me
known.
before
Look up
freshman year.
Look up Watch My Chops.
No,
Well, hold
no,
on, we're
bef-
gonna do Hysteria first.
Yeah, we
'cause
got-
we did call that out real quick. And that's
Hysteria.
I think it's spelled like history hysteria.
Oh, you're
but I
right.
could-
Yeah, like
Hysteria theme song there.
I remember watching this a lot as a kid. Like the Spielberg WB
All
block
I remember is
was
they have a
huge.
bit about a $3 bill, and a
This
kid just goes, "It
freakazoid
beats the heck out of the
Animaniacs.
$2 bill," or something.
Mhm.
It's Baby Time Egg.
Big fat baby. Hysteria.
All right, guys who work on Animaniacs, you have to make something at least that pretends to be educational.
Actually, I loved this show, like a lot.
Yeah.
And when it got canceled because it wasn't doing that well, I was very sad.
Loud Kiddington.
Yep.
I mean, it's certainly not as good as Animaniacs was.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here's the
jeez,
thing.
we've even got this Animaniacs shot of us
Yeah, I mean,
singing and
Well,
looking
I
up
mean,
at the camera.
they're trying to play off the same formula where it's like, hey, let's make a bunch of kooky characters for people to like.
Yeah.
Honestly, looking back, I think Animaniacs is the only one that really holds up out of the three.
Yes.
Freakazoid does not hold up.
Freakazoid does not hold
I
up,
tried.
I
but
haven't watched
watching
it
it
in a
as
long
an
time.
adult is fascinating. It's really interesting.
It's
That's right.
kind of
and then there's
infuriating as an adult,
they
though.
have
A little
Napoleon
bit.
in there as a character, and they talk to him about the Battle of Waterloo, and he's like, "All right, boys, water is wet, and loo is French for toilet. So this is a big fight over a big wet toilet." And I thought, it
Did
was
this
great.
show have another intro? Because I remember another one way more for some reason in my head.
Yeah, I'm remembering.
Da- da-
it.
da-
Yes,
da-
yeah, it
da-
did.
da- 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 da-
Yeah,
da-
it's
da-
called
da-
Hysteria.
da- da. There.
That's what I
Yep.
remember.
Yeah,
That's
this
in my
is
head.
the
'Cause that
Hysteria
last
theme
one
to me,
confused
too.
the fuck out of me.
Yep.
So they
there
were
you go.
trying desperately to get people to watch this show. Someone's like, "Oh, well, the theme song's too downbeat."
All right, if we're gonna do this, if we're gonna go down this road, check
Yeah.
out Road Rovers after this.
All right. Well, actually, Tyler was saying something.
Have any of you heard of Watch My Chops?
No.
No.
It was another show that I saw at the same time as Teacher's Pet.
Okay.
And I just thought it was weird because they were both dog shows that came out at the same time.
Hysteria. It's historical.
Yeah,
Big
I
fat
remember
baby,
this
it's
theme.
adorable.
It is a better theme.
Summertime. Loud Kiddington. I don't remember anybody except for Father Time,
yeah.
Big Fat Baby, Loud Kiddington,
I won't-
and Misinformation,
yeah. I
just
won't-
for the name.
The thing that kind of kills this is that all the designs are incredibly boring.
Yeah, they're real bad.
Well,
But
they're all
that-
just humans.
Yeah, but that being said,
can
I
make-
loved it. I loved that show. I learned so much from that show.
What was it called, Tyler?
Watch My Chops.
Watch My Chops.
Watch my chops.
Chops. Chops.
Oh.
Oh, this one. I was actually kind of curious about this one.
Oh, yeah!
You like dog shows, don't you, Tyler?
No, it was just I thought it was weird that these both played back to back.
Fuck. I definitely saw this commercial all over the place.
I thought the
If-
show looked good for its time.
If this were modern, he'd be played by, oh god, what the fuck's his name?
Patton Oswalt?
Maybe?
Life. It's gotta stay with you and me. Watch my chops. Yeah, I do remember this.
I remember growing up always hearing that dogs
This
were
animation's
colorblind.
really fun.
Yeah,
It is.
actually.
It's a lot of work put into it. I'm sorry. Is that just a big "Read My Lips" reference, like referencing Bush Senior?
Watch my chops. Maybe.
Maybe.
It's what. I don't have an era for it right now, so I can't. What was the one you were suggesting?
Road
Scott?
Rovers.
Road Rovers. But yeah, that's weird. I never watched that cartoon, Tyler, but I definitely saw that commercial all over.
Seeing
the
a lot
place.
of requests in chat for Samurai Pizza Cats.
Ooh, a classic.
What
Is
the
this the one
fuck?
where the big
remember
dog
You
uses
would
the
love
No.
this, Scott.
I hate this show. I actually
Why
do
is
not
that?
like this show.
Why does that dog have
I'm just
tits?
playing.
Not just tits, tit armor.
I do remember this though.
Not me.
Yeah, I wanted to like this show, but it could not find its balance of what it wanted to do, because it wanted to be this like action show of a bunch of people saving the world, but they couldn't commit to the comedy of it or the action of it, so it always was at odds with itself. It was just this awkward, not very well, inconsistently scripted show that sparked a lot of porn. A lot of porn.
barely.
Oh my god.
So,
this dog's
he's
insane.
he's absolutely
Actually, yeah.
insane and he has to stay in his girder or everyone will die.
All right.
I've never heard of that.
You've never heard of Road
remember it,
Rovers?
but-
Never heard of it.
But
See?
I don't remember that theme song.
So I was a kid and I was freaking out because I was so excited for that show, and then it premiered and I was bored and kind of just not into it.
The only thing I remember from that
Here
show
we
is that
go.
the big dog's rocket launcher always fired backwards.
I mean, how else would they fire?
No, this is the Japanese one.
Nope.
Oh, isn't it? Not?
No.
Okay. Oh, never mind. Right, Pizza Cats. I watched this a lot before school in the morning.
I had never heard of this until I did the video for. I edited the video for Scott.
Yeah, actually, I did a video all about the adaptation of Samurai Pizza Cats from Japanese to English.
Yeah, and I'd never heard of it before that was brought up.
Laptops.
Who's never afraid?
Did you just say hangover?
Yep.
Wow.
This is the
Wild
90s,
hangover.
man.
These things are so fucking.
This-
It's non-stop. It's just. We are assaulting your senses with this theme song.
This show came out before I had a concept for what anime was.
Me too.
So I still thought it was an American show. I'm just like, wow, this is weirdly animated.
Yep.
Big Cheese, the guy that like he's like Fox, right?
Yep.
But he's a
Actually,
rat.
So the interesting thing about him in the Japanese version is that he's a homosexual crossdresser who's just trying to take over Editropolis, the original name of Little Tokyo, and they just turned him into Paulin.
Ah, okay. That plays.
I remember they had like batteries that they like. There was a big episode
Samurai
where
Pizza
like they
bots.
ran
Yo,
out of.
wait,
my
hold on a
God!
second. I
You
need
should
to
let
see
that play.
this.
Oh.
Oh, it's just a top 10.
Boo.
Oh, there we go. We'll get some of the stuff we want.
Yeah, let's get super VOD muted.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, but look at him. He's just.
Okay,
It's
so
a re-recorded version at least.
Quentin
Okay.
Flynn as Timon replaced Nathan Lane for me because I'd seen so much of the TV show
Oh,
that when
really?
I went back to the sequel,
Like
and
hearing
was
Nathan
back,
Lane in there freaked you out.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, no, we're super getting VOD muted.
Yep.
I mean, I'm expecting that to happen to every Casual Friday. Like,
That's
just-
fair.
That's just gonna be Casual Friday's thing. It's fine.
Some of the animation is very good. Some of it is not.
Look how long Timon gets here. I always thought that was really weird. Timon.
Yeah, I never really watched that one.
It was Animaniacs with Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah,
Yes.
Did anyone watch the Lilo and Stitch one?
This show was actually
Yes.
pretty all right.
nah, and
I never saw it.
again, it was because it was part of that era that I just did not.
You were
like-
not a Disney house.
You weren't curious about the other 661 monsters?
And there was a Japanese sequel show
That is-
only for Japan.
I mean, I know that this is what the frickin' like isn't this show what the Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep level is based
references
around?
some stuff from
Yeah.
it. I think.
Yeah.
I think the other
This
experiments
show
you
was
deal with.
huge in Japan.
Yes.
Stitch is huge in Japan.
Yes.
And they made a sequel show just for Japan that was an anime.
And you
so
wanna
there's a
know
Lilo and
something-
Stitch. Well, there's a Stitch anime.
And you know what the fucked up part about it is? They
It's
get
sad.
rid of Lilo.
Yeah,
Lilo abandons him once she becomes an adult.
Yeah, and he acts out, and then he, Jumba, and I Man, I forget his name, get sucked into a wormhole into an anime universe where they land in anime Japan, Hawaii.
Yep.
That's weird.
Which is weird because the Japanese like Hawaii in general. I mean, I know it's closer to them, so it's like a good vacation spot.
Goof Troop, a classic.
Okay, this one I
never saw
remember.
I just missed all the goofy stuff as a kid.
Yeah.
Black Sun, always found the one.
There's buddies, there's pals. Yeah.
There's a Goof Troop. Here's the Goof Troop.
Once we get done with this countdown, I have another Goof Troop video I want to see
Goof
to
Troop.
give a shout out to.
Together.
That's right, they owned a cat despite Pete being their neighbor.
Maybe that's why Pete hates him.
So I never realized that Pete was a cat.
Really?
Were you one of those people that thought he was a bear?
I just thought he was a fucking whatever.
Just a fuzzy animal. You
Yes,
didn't
yeah.
think, kind of
Connect
didn't
him
think
to an
any of these
animal.
ascribed to an actual animal.
Yeah, I guess though he's a cat.
Yeah.
I mean, the design is very much like it's very weird, but like you can see it when you know it.
Who the fuck is Peggy?
I don't think she
Peggy
even has
is hot
ears.
mom. That's what she is.
Is she called Peggy because Pete used to have a peg leg?
I think
Look,
Either that or there's something about what they do in the bedroom that they never discussed in the show.
Ah.
I remember this.
Oh,
Quack Pack!
Man, Quack Pack.
I remember liking this better.
Yeah,
than-
now your
than
cool nephews
DuckTales.
come in. You know they're cool because they're backwards hat and they're
They got scruffy hair.
They're overshirts.
And they
they're
got
big TV.
gummy pieces to sell you.
Wait a second. Who played them? There was something interesting about who played who in the show.
Why do they have to be assholes to Donald, though? All he wants to do is just watch his old shit, and then they're bringing televisions in front of him. Can't they just do this shit off on the side?
Yeah, I know, right? No, they were assholes.
They're little shits.
Because they want to share it with their beloved uncle.
I remember thinking the show was really boring except for the superhero episode. That's the only one I liked.
I don't think I ever watched an episode of this, but I know I saw
I've
this theme
never
song.
seen it in my life.
Have we played the Darkwing Duck intro?
It might be on here.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
it
say,
might-
it's,
yeah,
it's
it's
probably
in
going
it.
to be on this countdown, I bet.
So someone is saying that JTT, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, was in the show.
Yeah, I thought
That-
so.
that
but,
doesn't surprise
but
me.
I'm not seeing that
I've
here.
also never seen a single episode of Kim Possible.
Wow.
I don't think I've watched an episode of it, but I know of it. Also,
Oh,
this theme is
actually,
way
I-
louder than the other.
I actually really loved this show.
Girl, here to save the world. I remember this one.
I remember that this series ended before her and Ron got together, and the fan backlash was so bad they did
They
like
made a movie.
Yeah, they made a
Ascension
movie.
Time.
I could see how this would get a bunch of guys into puberty and then sort of through it.
I really liked the show genuinely. Like, it was a fun little action show for kids.
Did you ever get curious about what a naked mole rat was, then look it up and be really disgusted?
Oh, what
I've
they
never
actually look
Googled
like?
naked mole rat.
Well, we
and-
could show off.
What is that? That freaking thing. Doesn't matter where.
So was Totally Spies just trying to crib on this, or was Totally Spies?
Yes. Yeah, no. Totally
Little bit.
Spies was a response to it, and it was also not very good.
Well,
There's also both
it has a lot of fetish bait in that one.
I rewatched Totally, not Totally Spies. I rewatched Spy Kids.
Okay, I never watched any of that. This I watched a little bit of when it came out, but it never
I
drew
was
me
watching
in.
this around the same time I was watching the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
I remember the
and
theme
I had a
song just
VHS
being
with both of
fucking
them on it.
badass.
By the way, so Jonathan Taylor Thomas was not in Quack Pack, but I thought he was. The chat thought he was.
Yeah.
So that's fucking
Mandela effect.
weird. Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
There we go. Hold on. I can turn this up.
It's adorable. How do you say that's
That's
disgusting?
the episode
It's
I saw,
adorable.
the one with the melty man.
I remember that there was an episode that had a
Oh, now you notice it?
Yeah, I remember there was an episode with a sand witch,
Oh,
and I thought it was
okay.
a joke or something.
I remember he had like his
That was her, I think.
nemesis guy who had a cool claw hand.
Grant, I don't know if you can see it, but that's what a naked mole rat looks like.
Yeah, it's on
Oh,
our preview
Jesus
screen.
Christ.
I think it's cute.
I think it's adorable.
Oh, okay. Well,
No,
Until
Look,
it's trying to eat you
Like,
out from
it's
the
more
inside.
the body that kind of weirds
it
me
looks,
out.
So
it
are
looks
you
like
cut-
the worst parts of a newborn baby.
It looks like it needs something to chew on, though. Like, its teeth have definitely gotten too long for
Someone
it.
needs to circumcise that mole rat.
yeah, I was about to say, if you like this and you,
Here we
you probably
go.
grew up different.
Crank this shit.
Oh, looks like we don't have to.
Duck of mystery, champion of lights, swoops out from the shadows.
We got that new DuckTales. Have they referenced Darkwing in it at all?
Yes.
Screams,
Cool.
numbers up.
Very heavily.
Good.
Darkwing Duck!
When
There's trouble you call DW. Darkwing Duck! Let's get dangerous. Darkwing Duck! Darkwing Duck! Look at he appears, chaser of the skies.
Don't remember this verse quite as well.
Out of luck. Darkwing Duck!
When there's
trouble, you call DW. Darkwing Duck!
Me and Tyler are left in the dark with this one.
Darkwing
No,
Duck!
I know this.
You better watch
I
out,
know,
you
but I didn't
bad
grow up with
boys.
it.
I'm just.
Darkwing Duck! I
just-
watched that was like my show when I was a kid.
No,
think
that
it-
shit is
Yeah, we watched
high tier.
Gargoyles
High
already.
tier.
What are you saying, Tyler?
I just think it would be great if, like, in the next Kingdom Hearts or whatever, we just get like Pete hiring Darkwing Duck, because he's convinced
Hold on, pause
Darkwing that Sora's a villain, and he just keeps foiling you at every turn.
We're about to listen to maybe one of the best of the original Disney.
Until it gets to the next one, which is inevitably DuckTales.
Oh fuck.
What about Gummy Bears?
I love that new DuckTales theme.
Unless they're gonna surprise us with Tailspin. Choose.
This is the only reason I know Chip and Dale's names, other than Kingdom Hearts, so I would have been Storyland.
Chip and Dale, Rescue Ranger, Chip and Dale.
We don't have enough cha sounds in cartoons for us to go ch-ch-ch-ch on their theme song.
I love
Chip and Dale.
spacesuits of love.
I wish they had those outfits in
Oh yeah.
Kingdom Hearts.
Their fucking adventure outfits.
I agree.
You know,
The
Magnum
Magnum
PI
PI
and
Magnum PI and
Indiana Jones. Chip and Dale. I feel like this is their more recognizable look is the problem.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
this
I
point,
agree.
at least for
And
Americans.
DuckTales.
Of course
But-
it is.
But
So
in
let's-
Japan,
Weird
they
to see the
probably-
Disney D for that.
Let's have this earworm. Like a hurricane
Where?
here in Duckburg.
Oh!
Race cars, lasers, airplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery.
But what about history?
Or rewrite history.
Neat.
DuckTales. Woo! Every day you're out there making DuckTales. Woo! Real daring, do bad, and good luck tales. Woo! Danger lurks behind you. There's a stranger out to find you. What to do? Just grab onto some DuckTales.
Woo!
I actually know the modern one way more.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're making DuckTales. Woo!
That's what aliens look like in the
Daring,
DuckTales
do
universe.
bad, and good luck tales. Woo!
I always loved that the tiger hugged them.
They're making DuckTales. Woo! Yep, that's about right for
So,
number one there.
I owe nothing. That's correct.
By the way, in DuckTales, the new series, the way that they reference Darkwing Duck is that it's actually a TV show in the universe, and they end up watching part of an episode that has a bunch of the villains show up, and Darkwing Duck takes them out.
And also, Launchpad
Nope,
is obsessed with the show.
Yeah, also Launchpad is obsessed with the
Fucking
show.
should be, because I like Launchpad was like the bridge between those worlds that I loved.
Okay, you know what? I was thinking this earlier. So.
What is this?
So when we listened to the Goof Troop thing earlier, a friend of mine, Chad Vision, made his own version of the Goof Troop theme with the mobile suit, the Goof, Gouf.
I didn't know your friends were show.
Yeah. I visit him. He lives in Ohio. I visit him every time I go back there.
Oh.
These are all the guys who pilot the Goofs. I think it's actually pronounced like Goof, but everyone says Goof.
Goof Troop.
There you go, Goof Troop. Oh man, and a good suggestion by one Kaiser Neko.
Which I've seen in the chat pop up a number of times too.
Actually, Brian told me earlier, and then someone in the chat was like, "Yeah, no."
You're like, "Yeah, definitely."
Hold on, no.
Oh, wait, yeah,
this is the OSTs.
Yeah, we don't want that.
We need the opening theme.
I was never into this show as a kid.
You were wrong.
I never really watched it, but I thought it was a cool idea.
I was in the mainstream.
I like the idea better than I liked a lot of the execution.
I fucking loved this show.
I think it's conceptually really cool. I just never really watched it.
I just thought the show was ugly.
That's fair. I was never like aesthetics didn't matter to me too much because in your giant robot car, you dig giant robots. I dig giant robots. Chicks dig giant robots.
Oh, there it is.
Sorry,
you were too early.
Nice.
Yeah, having a dedicated "nice" in your theme song is pretty good.
In the same vein, around the same time, what about
that was out around the same time as Samurai Jack, if I recall correctly.
I think
I think the only reason that you like the show is because Bruce Campbell was literally a character.
Here's the thing: I would not have known that.
Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. Does anyone know
Yep,
that
I
one?
remember that. I remember it. I don't have any memories of it.
Oh, wow.
besides-
Super Robot autofilled to that.
Yep.
I can't imagine why.
Google's just listening.
But yeah, I wouldn't have become interested in Bruce Campbell until well after that show came out. Like, I didn't discover Evil Dead until like mid to late high school.
Hold on. Go back. Go find another one because this looks.
It does not
choppy.
have 5
like
frames.
Oh god, somehow this is better. Hold on.
This is muddier.
You notice to the voice.
Can we watch Shaolin Showdown?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This has just become theme song request hour. But hey, man.
Some of the animation in this was actually like really neat.
The opening's really good. And obviously, anime inspired before it was cool.
Is this another
No,
like?
this was actually exactly the time where it was cool.
Really?
Is this
Where it
another
started
Disney thing that I just would not have like? Because
no,
I don't recall this.
This logo down there kind of looks like ABC Family.
Yeah, it's ABC.
yeah, you're
Okay,
right.
so that is
So it
Disney
probably
then.
is Disney.
Technically Disney. I don't think it was on Disney Channel.
Yeah, so it wouldn't have been like barred, but I don't think I ever really paid attention to ABC Family.
Among the lexicon. I remember that
Yeah, this
title.
was 2006.
Okay.
Oh,
Same
yeah,
year as Eragon.
I would not have been. Yeah, but I
Would
did
have
not
been
read the Super Monkey Robot Team Hyperforce Go
You know what?
novels.
Shaolin.
I think there was actually a part of me that was repulsed by things that
Oh,
were
there.
trying to be anime.
Really?
So I hated seeing
Okay,
stuff like that.
by the way,
hated
if
this
we're
show.
doing Shaolin Showdown, we have to do Mucha Lucha.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'll accept those terms.
This show had longevity.
Did anyone else watch this show to the very end?
No.
I did not watch this show.
I don't
I
think I
watched
saw a
Jackie
single
Chan
episode.
Adventures more than I watched this.
I really liked the opening though. The opening, like, was well animated enough to where I was into that, but the actual
The rest of the show
itself-
you didn't.
The show looks like ass. And here's the thing. It's like, oh yeah, look at this kung fu that you animate terribly, so it all looks so dumb and bad.
Yeah, I prefer Jackie Chan Adventures.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan Adventures was moderately better.
Jackie Chan Adventures was a lot of
It
fun.
was really fun.
Yeah, well, that's just because it had good writing.
It was Jackie Chan plus kung fu like movies in general plus Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I dug on it.
One
Also-
more thing.
Also, it
more
had some great
thing.
animation in some parts. Like, there were
Yeah.
actually some scenes that I was like, okay, that looks
I was also intrigued by like the story and how it flowed, and like, oh, we're starting off with these little emerald things. Oh, now the dragon is the bad
It's like
guy or some
Krillin, but he's
shit.
got even more cool head stuff.
Yeah,
Did I hear another suggested cartoon?
Mucha Lucha.
Mucha Lucha, that's right.
Yeah, but with Jackie Chan Adventures, they really tried to make an actually good action show, and I appreciated that.
Yeah. Mucha Lucha. Mucha Lucha. They flee.
I don't think I ever watched an episode of the show. I just remember a commercial where there was a clip with "Even the hard to impress flea is impressed," and I was
Yeah.
like, "That's a good line."
I have a friend who is Mexican, lives in Mexico, and the show was big for him. He didn't realize how annoying Flea's voice was in English compared to Mexico.
Really?
His voice is still annoying in Mexico, but not this annoying.
The flea!
Who played
His,
the flea?
his voice never bothered me.
Oh, it's terribly annoying.
I'm sure it is, but I don't think it ever bothered me as a kid.
I wonder if there's a supercut where they say every time he says the flea, which I'm going to look up right after this.
Yes, do it.
The flea says the flea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Lucha.
It was Candy Milo. It was fucking Candy Milo.
I don't know who that is.
She's responsible for a lot of voices from
The Flea.
Every time the flea, and let's just see what that does. No,
nobody's made that super cut. Hey,
All right.
somebody make the super cut of every time the flea says the flea.
And upload it before we end this.
Yeah, you've got a bit, maybe. Who knows? I'm kind of running out of cartoons to think of, honestly.
Yeah, what time we got? I know we've been here for more than 2 hours.
Yeah, we're almost at 7.
6:47.
It's almost a 3-hour stream.
Not bad. That is pretty fucking casual.
I'm trying to think of any other silly cartoons that I'm really, really like jonesing to hear their theme
Someone
song.
brought up Ultimate Muscle.
Ultimate Muscle.
I never had an affinity for it, but hey, let's check it out.
On the Fox Box.
But it's from outer space.
Oh.
Get a body slam, the human race.
Ultimate Muscle.
Let's do the race to our defense. With strength and speed and flatulence. Heroes join the operation.
I think this came out right when I was like getting into anime, and I liked like anime that took it seriously, and this made me mad because I was like, this is just making fun of this shit I'm starting to like.
Yeah.
This is very much on like the Boba Bo side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know how long this went.
Oh, here it goes. They have to fill the time for all the edits they make.
They only had some guts.
Yeah, this is back when they did minute-long songs.
Yeah. You know, like early 2000s abridged series.
By the way, one of my favorite jokes in this is they turned, Antelope Man or whatever. Okay, that's a name. You know what they renamed him? Dick Van Dick.
Oh, yeah.
I ended up, when I was really tired, just in all caps typing out the lyrics to Fighting Foodons the other day.
Wait, hold on. Check out Cyber 6.
Cyber 6?
Yes, Cyber 6.
Let's see what we got.
Oh, this.
Getting a very Carmen Sandiego
I
vibe
don't
right
know
now.
this at all.
What the fuck is this? I mean, the animation looks really good.
This was a French-Japanese production based off of a very adult-rated comic book that they kind of toned down for the show. The original version of it is more TV PG, maybe even TV 14.
I'm getting kind of, it feels like Aeon Flux.
Yeah, a little bit.
And gay people love it.
Gay people love it.
They love the shit out of it.
That explains where it came from.
It's very gender non-conforming.
Yes, because that's Cyber 6. She's awesome. She kicks ass. She fights Nazis.
Okay.
And
by
in
day.
In the show, she moonlights as the Cyber 6 who beats up Nazis, but her day job is as a male teacher.
Oh.
Yeah. So
interesting.
If you saw those scenes earlier with two dudes talking at a table, that's her dressed up as a dude. And he starts to fall for
him.
Cyber 6.
Oh, okay. I see.
It's like a gender fluid hero.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And it's a great show. I loved it. I really honestly wish that it had better music and that it didn't get edited down for fucks.
We've done this. We've heard this a trillion times, but.
Yep. I mean, you might as well.
I think this is a good one to go out on.
Yeah.
What is that?
I feel like that's someone sliding their hands up the guitar.
Yeah, it's
up
like
the neck.
scraping the guitar strings, I think.
Do they also have like one of those little like, do you feel like things in their mouth while they're doing it? Like one of those like little sonic hoses?
Jaw harps?
No, not a jaw harp. That's a wow.
I know.
I love how they didn't want to use the original animation for the original opening, so they used the best animation they could from the first 3 movies.
Yeah. That always confused me actually.
Yeah, I was like, who are these guys?
Right? And then finally you see like the Garlic Jr. saga, and they start showing clips from the movies like, that's what that's from! Why didn't they show that part of the show?
Nappa tearing through the plane, though. That's such a good moment.
Talk box.
Also, fucking spoilers.
Right? Right? Oh, there's so many things going on here that makes no sense for the original 64
To be fair,
episodes
though,
they
one of my
adapted.
friends only watched Dragon Ball Z because the Toonami bumper showed Goku going Super Saiyan. He's like, I don't know what this show is, but that looks cool.
Yeah.
As
so
I
told-
said,
and so I started them from the beginning.
As I said, one of the first episodes of Dragon Ball Z I ever watched was the episode like either just before or right when he went Super Saiyan.
Wait, you showed him the first episode of the very first series of Dragon Ball?
I mean,
You
not
showed-
Dragon Ball, but I started
then
him at the
don't say
beginning.
from
of
the very beginning.
Sorry,
you
I
bitch.
started him from the beginning of
We
Z.
started him at Lord. We started
Yeah,
him
started him
at Dr. Slump and moved
started-
forward.
I started him at the beginning of Dragon Ball. You know, Raditz.
All right. Well, I think that's gonna about do it for us here on a Casual Friday. I hope you enjoyed the very casual nature of it. Thanks for hanging with us, chat. It's
Yeah.
been a lot of fun. I know there were a few subs and stuff we missed. There are some stuff I want to clear up about this like HUD here. I want to put like a little spot for the like alerts and stuff to pop up, but this was
literally
very
threw this
off.
together
Yeah.
like a minute before
Yeah,
we started.
this was us putting it together before because I kind of had this inspirational moment at like 4 a.m. last night on how I thought I wanted Casual Fridays to start going because we have this set up, we have the means to just kind of chill out and hang out. Every time Casual Friday rolls around, it's always been a, what are we going to do for it?
I don't fucking know.
And that doesn't sound casual to me.
And there's always just like, we have a whiteboard back there where sometimes we'll put stuff up. Oh, this is coming out. We can play this. And it's like, who wants to do that? Not me. Not me. I guess I will.
Yeah, and that goes against the spirit of why I wanted Casual Friday, which is just a weekly wind down with us, with the chat, and just chilling out and having a good time and talking about whatever we're feeling about. So
yeah, this is kind of what we want to go for. If there's a game we want to play on Friday, then we definitely will. But this felt good. I liked this. This was just a nice, fun, casual conversation.
it's something that you don't have to stress about in any way, shape, or form with any kind of prep on the last day of the week when you're kind of ready to get out of work.
Yeah.
And with that, I think we'll read off a couple of those subs and bit drops. And you guys got anything going on this weekend that
You
I
want
don't
to
know.
shout out?
My
You-
birthday's Sunday.
Oh! Happy birthday!
It's his boy.
got a birthday on Sunday night, and here I am without a soundboard. You're sitting right there, and you
I'm
could.
not gonna fucking touch
You
that
have that
button.
power, Tyler.
Not gonna do it.
All right, you know it's your birthday. I'll give you that choice.
He has the birthday wish of no birthday song, and lo, his wish shall be granted.
You know what? I will just do this. I just smacked it. So
So now you've
So
heard
it's
a
whatever
cacophony
anybody
of
got.
sounds.
Whatever cacophony came out of that is Tyler's birthday
I don't
wish.
even know if it's on.
Yeah, it might also not be
Oh,
on,
it's
so you
not
may have
on,
heard
so
It's
nothing.
not
you know
even
what?
on.
Give me a sec.
Well, it
Well, now it's
takes like
gonna-
5 minutes to boot.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep hitting it. So if people
All
don't
right.
hear us, that sucks. But if they do, it's great.
Yeah, like Big Luke Man there with the 15-month resub. Thank you so much. We'll be reading off all these subs and bit drops. So thank you all so much for making what we do here so casually possible. And we'll see you guys next time on StreamFourStar.
Do I have
I'm
to
gonna
have like
go-
desktop audio or anything certain on?
Oh, you just need to leave the mics on so that people can read bits over there.
No, I mean for the soundboard.
Oh, no.
I don't think so.
Don't believe so. It should be going through the switcher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, I'll get over there to read those.
I'm going to go pack up my stuff.
Do it. Woo! Oh, I didn't think I felt bad, but after sitting there for 3 hours, my legs definitely stiffed up when I stood up.
God, after the 5-hour Kingdom Hearts stream.
Oh yeah.
And just look at that pretty boy, Stefan. Good God. All right, let's read out some stuff. Where is the mouse? Oh, it's locked to this. Hold on. There it is. All right, I'm going to jump back here a little bit. I'm going to start us at thank you. J&P we did talk about that. The Valo NY with 100 bits saying thoughts on Devil May Cry 5 stream when it comes out. Probably. I know Nick's really looking forward to it. 100 bits from.
Where the fuck am I? Oh my god.
Yeah, what are you doing? Valo NY with another 100 bits saying you might be able to do that with Ghost Recon Wildlands. Kira FG, thank you for the 21-month resub. JNNP 123 with 200 bits saying how and why cutie pie. I don't know what they were referencing, but hey, thank you so much for the bits.
Get away from me, goddammit.
Dalton Smith with 11 months resub saying thank you, buddies. 21 Jump Skeet with 500 bits saying rumor I've heard about 2077 is the game is actually already finished. They're just spending their time fixing bugs and making small improvements. Game is scheduled for Q4 2019. What are your thoughts? He's really looking forward to it. I know that much.
What is it?
The Cyberpunk game.
Cyber 90.
Cyber 2077. I can't remember the other word for it. Paladin Boris, thank you for the 100 bits, saying this is my fetish with the. That was when we were doing one of the creepy openings or teeth things.
Here, we're doing it again. Don't worry.
Oh, the chew cam. Yeah, cool. Got it. I'm gonna jump ahead because I feel like we read most of those. I remember the Fever Dream comment. Sandman, hey hey TFS guys, says he says with the Prime sub. Z-Perks 500 with Z-Perks 56 500 bits, saying, did anyone on the couch watch SWAT Cats? Which we covered that. Isaac Dragon Lord, thank you for the 24-month resub. Ogre 312, thank you for the 3-month resub. Shiny Lamp with 100 bits, saying, you guys know were sharks are a thing in D&D, right? Of course, we had one in our crew. Usagi Bika, thank you for the 16-month resub, saying, holy fuck, I love Radio Oz. It was so sad when it was gone.
Me too.
Landy says, me too. Garo KM with the 500 bit, saying, bit drop. Also, the Street Shark spinoff with dinosaurs was Extreme Dinosaurs.
Extreme Dinosaurs!
Do you remember those Cartoon Network commercials with everyone from different shows interacting, or the ones with the Super Friends going to the movies? Yes, I do remember those, and I thought those were great.
Didn't they have a thing every Friday in like the early 2000s where they would all meet up, and that was like the late night Friday?
Yeah,
thing?
the Cartoon Fridays thing was where they all hung out, all the cartoons. But I really liked, the Brainiac, I just want a decent pair of pants. The Brainiac thing. Great stuff. We got Robert J90 with the 4-month Prime resub saying, hey guys, thanks for 10 plus years of entertainment. Mothra Man 54 with 26 months resubs. X Chub Toad X with 26 months resubbed. Copper Tulip with the 20-month resub saying, good lord, these are earworms that I didn't need to remember. Well, it's too late now. You can't escape
you can't escape them.
McPingsby saying, and if you guys remember Samurai Jack, that happened like what, a year and a half or 2 years ago or something? Maybe even last year?
Pull it back.
That's recent. Wolfstar with 100 bits saying, I don't know if you've seen it, but a show I loved as a kid was Victor and Hugo. Any love for that anywhere, anyone?
Victor and Hugo,
I don't remember that.
I do not remember it.
Anybody want to bring any of that cheesecake back with them?
No.
Oh yeah, because it's gonna be sitting here otherwise.
I'll just take it with me then.
Cool.
Yep, go ahead.
Scoot LaBoot with the resub. Thank you so much. Nico Angel Chan 99 with the 24-month resub. Big Luke Man with the 15-month resub. Cephalitos with the 7-month resub saying Stefan's urge to kill rises. And last but certainly not least, starting same of the second verse, same of the first with Valo NY with 100 bits saying not that it was particularly good or bad, but bad, but to go with all the Disney shows, there was also a Little Mermaid one before the movie.
Yeah, but I don't think it had a memorable theme song.
That's right. There was like the Little Mermaid prequel cartoon.
Did it come out before the movie?
No, it came out well after the movie.
Oh
But
no! It was a prequel cartoon.
Yeah, the cartoon. The
A
cartoon
prequel can only be made after a movie is made.
And the theme song was just an instrumental version of Part of Your World, I believe.
That sounds about
That's why
right.
it wasn't memorable.
Ah.
Either way, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. That's a picture of Stefan. Look at him and let his eyes gaze into you as you go into your weekend. Please enjoy the rest of the week.
Bye.